a string of adventures that took you from the Demon Zapper to the Bone Brambles to Aldrich's Grave to Arkan's Tower to the Monument of Tiamat and back to Arkan's Tower. And the result of that is you guys received the blood of a Titan. So Ralzella, the dairy, could drink that. And she gave you guys a letter of introduction. This basalt tablet. It's a letter of introduction for Bel, the former ruler of Avernus. I mean, the Deo being a bit of a snidey ruler type, just basically threw it on the ground and it broke. But I mean, it's still readable. It's broken into 3 different pieces. So you may need to try and fix that, or you could just present it to Bel's associates like that. It's up to you guys. Anyway, with the tablet in hand, that's all you needed to get an audience with Bel. Bel being the former ruler of Avernus, obviously, from what you'd learned, he was deposed from his throne as ruler of Avernus, replaced with Zariel, so he probably is not too happy with her. So you're getting the feeling that he would be a good ally to have. And if anyone's going to know where some giant alabaster citadel that surrounds a holy sword is, it would be him. Or at least he'd be able to get that information for you. So you've got what you need. You just need to get to Bel's Forge. Now, upon freeing Mooncolor from the Demon Zapper, Mooncolor told you that the unicorn feels all the pain of the forest, and was a member of this forest that was taken from the Feywild and brung into Hell, much like El Terrell. And you guys had agreed to help the unicorn basically go and get revenge and to take out Red Ruth, the evil hag that did this to the forest, and restore good and order and justice. So whether or not you guys want to do that, there's a different story. We ended the session with you guys making your way through the Bone Brambles and arriving at the entrance to her hovel. So that's where you guys are now. But Zygon's not here, and he was the one leading you guys here. I mean, I'm happy to say that he tries to deal with this himself or something. If you guys don't really care too much to save the unicorn. The unicorn is currently polymorphed into a butterfly. And obviously, like, these guys, their character's not here. I'm not going to control them or anything like that. But presume that they're with you guys as well. So you've made your way through the maze, and we ended right out the front of Red Ruth's hovel. And you're here to basically destroy her. So how do you guys feel about this?
I'm going to commune with my god to see if 4 of us is enough. Hey God, is 4 enough?
Are you casting a spell?
They're not answering. No.
You know, Red Ruth offers a commune spell. You could ask her.
All right.
She charges 3 soul coins.
That's it.
You might have a surprised look on her face when you ask that question, though.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. What do you say, guys? And we can go find, like, the Hell Rider's tomb again or something. Or something else we missed. I don't know.
Let's get her.
Yeah, you think so?
We can do it. We have the power of the luck of Timora behind us.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the power of friendship.
Nope, she's dead.
Oh yeah, Red Ruth, this witch, she's a charlatan. She pretended that she was in need, and she gained the trust of the creatures of the forest. And when she had that trust, she poisoned the roots of the forest, killing off all of the inhabitants and turning it into her own hellish environment, which thus in turn brung the entire forest into hell. So she's pretty bad, really. So I mean, it would definitely be considered a good act if you were to do this.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'm down with it. I mean, if she was a charlatan and stuff and she had to gain their trust to do it, she can't be that powerful, right?
Maybe.
I looked at you, right?
Alright, as you guys are discussing this, this plan, basically the brambles just envelop Zygon, and he's dragged away. You see the brambles just build up around him, entombing him deep within the forest, and when you try to get him out, or try to free him in any way, it doesn't work, and you just hear the cackle of Red Ruth.
Okay, now we gotta go rescue Zygon. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Alright, well,
I mean, his shield would rescue us.
you guys have come in, this is very cramped. You're basically, if you were to swing a two-handed weapon in this space, you'll be at disadvantage. It's barely 5 feet wide, so it's barely comfortable enough for you guys to operate. And the ceiling is about 6 feet tall. It gets narrower and narrower. Zalcor is actually at the front, and right around the corner is this curtain of blood and flesh and skin, just draped over the entrance to Red Ruth's hovel.
That's a light spell on my shield.
Okay, yeah, it is pitch black in here as well. The brambles, the canopy of these petrified roots and trees and branches and boughs, they basically block out all light from the surrounding hellscape. And Red Ruth hears you guys, or sees you guys, and she says, "Oh, my dears, do come in. I could use some company and perhaps some of your soul coins. Oh, my dears. You know a bargain when you see one." And you look inside this little grotesque hovel. She has a bed which basically is made from bent bones and surrounded with gore. She has chattering children's skulls hanging up from the corner of the ceiling of a 10-foot square hovel. She has this large skull, looks like the skull of a giant, with it's been completely caved in. There's some sort of bubbling liquid in there that she uses for her potion brewing. A shelf with a few potions on them, more bones scattered on the ground, and she has this this wall hanging, which is basically, it looks like the flesh of someone's back that's being just flayed off of them and stretched on a frame, and clawed into that back in these scabby bloody wounds is her menu, and a couple of faces as well, some actual just the skin off people's faces are kind of hanging around here and there, like dream catchers. She points to the back skin menu. "Have you come to engage my services, dear? I have many bargains. Looking for a potion or perhaps some answers?"
What do you got for sale?
"Can you read?"
No, he can't.
Oh, well, that explains why you're asking me. Well, I have potions, both common and uncommon, for 1 soul coin. I have potions of a rare variety for 2, and I'm willing to answer any questions that you may have. That can be answered with a yes or no. Up to 3 times for 3 soul coins. Of course, I use only the freshest blood to produce my potions. I cannot account for any side effects, my dear.
Raven, did you have a question?
Yeah.
And the entrance over here, if anyone's wondering too, you can't actually see inside the hovel, Raven, where you're standing.
Oh, okay.
It's very squeezed.
Oh, there
in.
she is.
The 5 of you, including her, couldn't even stand in there without being shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah. So the question is then, how would we free this force to go back to the prime material plane with the unicorn that's out there?
Excuse me, my dear. I think you've made a mistake. The bone brambles belongs to me. These roots are my life force. Don't you see? The veins? They are filled full of my blood. Forever channeling this forest as I bend it to my wheel.
Huh.
You must think careful, boy, before you make any mistakes here. I could certainly use some new faces. My decorations around here are looking a little bit drab.
I look at Bargle and shrug. Why have I got a green? Why have I got a green tooth on me?
Because you
On my
are
token.
exhausted. You have 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh, okay.
Disadvantage on ability checks. Also, Zalkor's got the gift of alacrity and concentrating on polymorph.
Cool.
So,
Well,
are you here to shop?
you wouldn't happen to have like any Hellfire dagger thingies, would you?
You can clearly see what I have to offer on the menu board. Potion and commune. Now, my patience is growing thin, dear. So I suggest you make your purchases, then exit.
Okay.
Weren't you the one that convinced everyone to go in here, Raven?
Yeah, she's scary.
How do her feet look after her time in the spa?
Slightly better, I guess. But her toenails are still all curled, and immediately, like on the way back, she'd like run over a paladin or ripped a paladin apart or something. So she's still like covered in all her filth and whatnot. Yeah, grotesque as ever, really.
You should do prestidigitation and clean her up there, Zalker.
You feel like she definitely would not take kindly to that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Alright, guys. Well, if you're doing it, let's do it. If not, let's go.
Following your lead.
She looks around at all of you. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? I'd be happy to
Yeah.
solve that problem for you.
Yeah, how... This is still too confined for the unicorn, isn't it? To be here.
The unicorn will be squeezed.
Yeah, we need to get it out in the open. We might have to just... I don't know. Alright, buy a potion, Baldur.
Oh shit! Here we go.
May I ask
Awesome,
you
everybody.
to kindly...
Okay. A bless.
Exit.
Awesome.
What are you guys doing? Are you attacking?
He
Callum.
cast a spell. Yeah.
Alright.
Callan did a bless.
Yep, so I guess we're rolling.
Bless. She just smiles. She doesn't like react immediately when you cast that spell. Ah, I see you're preparing for a fight. Perhaps you should direct those blessings to your god and beg them for forgiveness, as you have committed many crimes here. Beg them to spare your life! And,
Nah.
who are you blessing, Callan?
Everybody in my party except me.
Okay. Alright, she knows what's up, though. She can tell that you
Okay.
guys are, ready.
That's it.
And yeah,
Get her, Bargle.
she now attacks. Keep in mind, two-handed weapons, disadvantage because there just ain't no room to swing a two-handed weapon effectively in here. Alright, Zalkor's up first. He's got the D8 So he's on 23.
Wow.
Alright, when she readies herself, all that happens is her hair. Her hair kind of rides a little bit, and her hair pretty much looks like tendrils of blood. Almost like bloody veins. They're moving of their own accord. Okay, Zalcor.
He's under.
Where's the butterfly
here
unicorn thing?
Unicorn is around the corner down here.
Yep. But he's not going to be able to help because only one person can be in there at a time. And it's Sparkle.
Well, let's I'm sure the unicorn could help. I mean, unicorns, they can heal people. Well, I guess Mooncolor kind of used her healing already, but...
Yeah, I'm gonna drop polymorph.
Okay. You just hear this... and basically, you don't see the unicorn, but you hear Mooncolor come back.
I'll haste Bargle. Shazam!
My turn.
Bargle.
Alright, we'll start with a bonus action rage. And going reckless.
Okay, that'll negate the disadvantage.
Yeah.
16 is a hit. She starts to move these tendril-like bloody appendages that spout out from the top of her head. And she just like cut straight through them and slash her a little bit. You can't really see the extent of her injuries because she's already covered in blood. But you definitely felt that hit her. And a crit. Oh!
Jesus.
Can't feel that one in the morning. Oh, what a waste of good blood! Don't worry, I'll replace it with yours, she says to you.
Alright, and then haste.
It's a miss. She just like kind of grabs your arms, and despite her her like very frail looking frame, she clenches your wrists and she is strong. You feel like she could almost break your arm. She just blocks your incoming attack.
Awesome. I'll step over, and then I'm done because I bonus action raged.
Callan.
I'm gonna throw a guiding bolt. I want to do that 5th level though.
Okay, the guiding bolt, it's a miss. The wall's in the way, and you basically guiding bolt the wall. Unfortunately.
I can see a corner of it.
You got cover.
Yeah,
Extra AC.
you can. You've got. You don't. She doesn't have total cover. She does have half cover though. So you end up hitting the wall.
I move right there. I move in there.
Okay, you step in, and now you're within melee of reach of her. At the end of your turn, Mooncolor says, "You evil witch! I must put a stop to you!" And starts like kicking at this wall. And you see a part of the unicorn's hoof kind of start to break through the wall. And it almost just smashes down that entire section of the wall with a single attack. Raven.
Alright. I'm going to shoot her. Just because I can. I hope.
That hits. You've got Spell Sniper, right? So you don't have to worry about cover. That does hit her.
5.
You give her a bit of a love tap.
Okay, yep, it's adding my charisma.
It's got it in
I'm
there.
going to hit her again.
Another hit. And...
Another minimum.
Yeah, it just glances her, but it's enough to bruise her up a little bit. At the end of your turn, Mooncolor says, "Oh, you evil witch! Reveal yourself!" And just boots down this entire section of the wall, just breaking through it. This forest is not yours, Mooncolor says. Oh, it's you! How did you escape? I thought I'd already bargained you away. Not to worry, I hear a unicorn is a precious commodity, used for the greatest of potions. I should thank you all for bringing her here. And as for you! And Red Ruth seems quite angry, and just like immediately her hair just tries to wrap around you, Bargle. And it misses you. Ah! She slashes at Mooncolor angrily with a claw. And misses Mooncolor. At the end of Red Ruth's turn, Mooncolor says, Die, bitch! And just boots her straight in the face. And using legendary actions, the unicorn does this at the end of people's turn. The unicorn then just rears up. You will be dispelled from this forest! And tries to kick Red Ruth. And poof, clops a hoof into her. And tries to slash her with its horn. You want my horn? Take this! But Mooncolor gets the horn stuck in some of the surrounding bone brambles. Zalcor.
Alright. I can't see jack shit.
Yep, wall there.
I'm gonna like move through here. Use like double movement, and then as soon as I get into the space, I'm gonna have her make a con save spell.
What are you casting?
There's no attack modifier. It's just a save.
Sapping Sting. Alright, is this a Eberron spell?
Yeah. No, it's a wild mount spell.
Alright. Sapping Sting. Sap the vitality of one creature you can see within range. Constitution save. Oh, that's just a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And 16?
Oh yeah, that saves. And I'll move back down here.
Alright, when you move back... Not so fast! Oh no, actually, never mind. Okay, so fast! I thought you left her range, but you didn't. Alright, Mooncolor just says, just shut your face! And kind of sounds a little bit like Lulu. Like Mooncolor probably reminds you guys of Lulu a bit. And Mooncolor is actually going to do something else and just use its shimmering shield. A golden shield starts to orbit the unicorn. Bargle.
Alright. Going after Red Ruth again, recklessly.
Miss. Miss.
And last one.
Crit.
Yeah! That'll make up for it.
Alright, you just heave the axe through her again. Splitting through her flesh, blood is just pouring out everywhere. Meanwhile, these chattering skulls of children are singing nursery rhymes in the background. She stumbles back and knocks a few things off her shelf. She's looking bloody. Well,
Alright.
I mean,
bonus action attack from Great Weapon Master.
she looked bloody the first thing you saw her. But now even more. You swing again, but it's a miss. As you raise the axe back, you kind of just get it tangled up in the branches and whatnot. And
What is what? Go ahead.
I was just going to say, at the end of Bargle's turn, Mooncolor's going to keep on giving the hoof to Red Roof. Just kicks the hag in the face again. Ah! Okay, your turn, Callan.
What is this area right north of me? What is that?
It's just a...
Just
I mean,
where-
that's where her cauldron is, but you can move around it. Fine.
I'm gonna blast her again.
Alright, Alan dear, we'll roll you into the initiative at the start of next turn. You're here now. You can come a running. Alright, so even at disadvantage, you still managed to hit her. Did you upcast it?
At 4th level.
You never said
level
that you were
spell.
upcasting it though.
Huh?
When you cast a spell, you need to say which level you're casting it at.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
I did at 4th level.
you didn't say anything. You just cast it.
Doesn't it have the drop down?
Because I did 5th level one, yeah.
Alright, well,
I just
it'll be
won that.
the base level this time. Next time you need to say if you're going to upcast it, please. Otherwise, I don't know if you're what level spell you're doing it
I
at.
see what you mean.
Alright, it still hits her, and that guiding bolt flares up, burns her hand. So give yourself your 4th level slot back and just deduct the first. And yeah, she's now glowing, so next attack on her has advantage.
Sweet.
Why does that matter? Why does what matter?
If he's gonna hit with the spell, it's still gonna hit. It doesn't matter if he's upcasted or not. What does it matter if you tell you the upcast?
Because you need to pick
Just
the level
curious.
of the spell before you cast it.
Because I might say, oh, no, it was level 1. But I've really been at level 4.
Oh yeah, well, I mean,
I did it. My first one's level 5, and I missed on that one, so I subtracted that one from my spell.
Oh, in case you're dishonest.
that's
Got
good.
it.
Yeah.
well, no, it's just because that's the way you do it. You say what level, if you're going to upcast it, you say which level you're doing at before you cast the spell.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, if I miss, I can say, oh, no, it was level 1.
Well, that's not the reason why, it's just because, I mean, that's the order of things go when you cast a spell. You choose which level you cast it at before you cast it. Because you might get counterspelled or something. Or that's just, you can look it up in the player's handbook anyway. It explains it for you there. Alright, Raven, you're up.
All right. I will hit her twice.
Hit.
Ooh, crit.
Yeah, that's a crit. That being poof, just peppers
22.
her straight in the chest. Hit. And she's looking all beaten up now.
All right, and there we go. Now I'm getting smart. Moving out of people's way. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, Callan, you shouldn't have deducted your 5th level spot as well. Same thing, you didn't declare that you were doing it at 5th level last time.
The one that I cast, I hit the wall. I said that was a 5th level spell I was casting. The first initial one.
I think
One that it covered the very first radiant blast that I shot. That was 5th level. That's why I deducted the 5th level. That's 5th level spell.
well, you said that afterwards, so give yourself the spell slot back. If you don't declare the level,
Don't
then
argue. Take it.
I presume it's base level. Okay, same goes for the enemies as well. Alright, Red Ruth is going to extend the tendrils of her hair. And she's going to try and wrap one of those tendrils around Bargle. And it hits. Whoosh! And she starts to squeeze you. And you become grappled. And while you're grappled, you are restrained. And you start to feel her draining the life out of you. You'll take necrotic damage at the start of your turn. She'll then extend another tendril of hair to Callan. And it misses. She'll then try to claw Mooncolor. And it hits. She just rips a claw through Mooncolor's side. Alright, Mooncolor is going to say, "Evil wench! Let me reclaim my forest." And she's going to try and kick Red Ruth. And that's a miss. She then tries to impale Red Ruth with a horn again. And it hits, glancing her for a small injury. Alright, at the start of this round, Alandir shall arrive. And you can roll yourself into initiative, Alandir. Zalcor.
All right. Let's see if she can handle this. I don't really have much, but let's see if this does any damage. I'm gonna wisdom save.
All right, you hear the bell toll, and she doesn't seem to be particularly resilient against magic. But the spell doesn't affect her.
No.
You're all done for! She curses and screams. Bargle.
Wait. I guess soul attack, but I guess just reckless still, it makes it a flat roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, so same thing, continue recklessly attacking her.
Hit. You just push the axe onto her, slashing through her flesh more, and she's looking very hurt. You go to swing again, but the tendrils hold you back. Miss.
Alright, haste.
And that hits. You wrestle with her. As she's dragging you closer, you just keep on pushing that axe deeper into her chest. Ah! Blood is spurting all over you. And she's about to drop. Callan.
Okay, I'm gonna cast 5th level guiding bolt at her.
It's a miss. As you go to point the spell at her, she swings around and backhands your target away. And you guiding bolt the wall. Raven.
All right. Dunk. Come into there. Oh, hello, lady. You know what? I think, yeah. I'm gonna be at disadvantage, but I'll do it anyway.
Hit.
Ooh.
You slam another beam of force into her. She's still standing.
Can she be moved backwards?
No, she's in a corner.
She's in the corner?
I
Okay.
mean, I guess you could push her into the unicorn space if you want.
And he can step on her. I don't know. Yeah, I'll just hit her again. That's 16.
That hits her.
There you go.
You pepper her again with another beam, and she's starting to lose her grip on
And
Bargle.
I'm unwilling to. Oh, she had him grappled.
Yeah, she's got one of the tendrils of hair wrapped around him, squeezing him.
Next time, Bargle.
Alright, Alan dear, you've made your way through the bone brambles, and you're here to kill Red Roof and take back the forest for Mooncolor.
Sounds great. I will do, I guess, short bow. I can't really see anything beyond the unicorn. Will the unicorn give the hag cover at all?
Yep, all creatures provide half cover.
Alright, so I'll shoot.
And that hits.
Alright. Using a silver arrow if it matters.
Alright, you stick an arrow into
More
her,
ones.
and that's a headshot. The arrow just bursts straight through her eye socket. And when that happens, she lets go of Bargle, and she starts to go limp. The tendrils that work their way through the roots of the bone brambles, they start to kind of writhe and throb. And she basically melts. I'm melting! Oh no! Oh, what a forest! And as she kind of melts down, she takes the appearance of this kind of pinkish blob, similar to a lemur. And then when she's condensed down to about half her original height, she explodes. And blood just sprays everywhere. All over Bargle's face, all over Raven's face, all over Callan's face, all over Mooncolor. A little bit on Zalcor. And just her flayed skin remains on the ground. The blood very quickly seeps into the ground as well. And then Nico rocks up and he's like, hey.
I think we may need to burn this place down because, yeah, she's part of the roots and the roots are part of her and stuff. Probably not dead.
Nico said they just paid the parking meter and yeah. You've got about an hour to park out the front of Bone Brambles.
Yeah, there you go.
And we're all covered in bloodborne pathogens too.
COVID-36.
And the hag is no more. And Mooncolor looks around at all of you. And when you say you need to burn the forest down, the unicorn says, you're joking, right?
Well, I thought she was part of the forest, and that'd be the only way to really get her out.
That is not the answer. We have not come this far to merely burn the forest down. I can restore it, although it will take time. I can work on dispelling her out of this forest for good.
All right.
And suddenly a section of the wall of the forest opens up and it spits Zygon out on the ground.
Alrighty then.
Mooncolor says, thank you so much for going out of your way to save me and to restore the forest. I don't have a whole lot other than what little magic I have left to reward you with. But
That's okay. I'm sure Maggie had some stuff for us.
I will be happy to remain here and give you free healing if you ever drop by, if you need it. I'm not sure what I could do with potions, but perhaps if I can bring back the goodness in the spirits of some of the dryads, perhaps they could offer you some potions as well in the future.
There you go. Works for me. Maybe even a place to rest that's not all hellbent.
Yes.
Of course. Except for one thing.
And he turns into a nightmare.
The shield. Looks down at Zygon's shield. That would not be welcome here. I bit my tongue earlier. But when I tried to dispel evil and good, it was not the good I was trying to dispel from the shield. I felt it. And I'll ask you not to return with that shield again.
Wonder if we can just break the shield and free what's in it and then kill it.
The shield says to you, Raven, careful, boy. Remember, I hold the key to saving your city. Without me, it's as good as Zariel's.
I don't believe you.
Well,
I think you're just in it for the ride, the long haul, and the fun, which I can respect.
very well then. So how will you free your city?
I don't know, maybe Bell will help us once we make him King Al again. Get rid of Zariel.
The only way Belle's gonna help you is by freeing me from the shield.
Nah, I think you're probably one of Belle's bitches.
Huh? I used to be. I won't deny that. But he's a ruler no more. Last I heard, he's nothing more than a glorified blacksmith.
Oh, well. They could be rulers again.
Slave to
draw
his
the
own
sword from the stone.
failures. Huh. So idealistic.
We're all slaves to our failures, and I really look forward to seeing you outside that, because you sound pretty, imposing and stuff.
long as I'm in agreement with Zygon, you're protected from my wrath. Let's hope that doesn't change.
I thought we were hoping it does.
I mean, the
that's
wrath
free.
part. Let's hope the wrath part doesn't change.
Oh,
Yeah,
So now that we've helped all these peoples and all, do we know where we need to go to talk to the Bell?
and now we go to Bell to his forge.
I've been there once.
Apparently, he's a weaponsmith, so maybe he'll make us a weapon.
Okay, sounds good. I mean, how did our letter fare out? Not so good, I'm guessing.
It's still in 3 pieces. It's still readable. It's in 3 pieces.
Don't mend it.
Yeah, none of us have mending.
Need some duct tapes and stuff.
Yeah, let's get some rope and tie it around, like, fold it together.
Duct tape? Mooncolor says. That sounds horrible.
Not for the ducks.
No, it's duct. Like, as in things that carry stuff from one spot to another. It's, although it does crack when you unroll it, it's not actually duct. Like quack quack. It's with the T and whatnot.
I thought with all of the skin everywhere and what's happened to the forest in this hellscape, I thought otherwise.
No, I'm a good druid. I don't like doing things like that.
We could boil down some of Maggie's skin that's over there and make glue.
Let's not do that.
I could
get
perhaps
it far away from her.
I don't have duct tape, as you say, but I could.
Do you have Gorilla Glue?
I don't have Gorilla Glue, but I might be able to muster up a few good vines hidden deep within the forest and try to tie it back together.
That was my idea.
Okay, sure.
And it uses Druidcraft to try and create
There you go.
nothing.
I never learned
I
that.
can't even do anything, I don't think.
It's the most useless of the fun fluff spells. Easily.
But it's funny.
She did make a couple leaves blossom in the thistle. That looks pretty nice.
Yeah, she makes a little like minor illusory effect, but yeah, that ain't enough.
Place looks better already. She tells the weather it's going to be hot.
She tries. Yeah, it's going to be sunny tomorrow. The unicorn tries, but that's pretty much the extent of Mooncolor's powers for today.
Okay, I mean we can figure it out. So
All right, let's loot the hut. I mean,
maybe she's got some the glue inside there. You know, she did do potions, and those are like potions and stuff.
Okay, you go
is there
through.
party loot buddy here?
Who does that? Usually party loot. Zygon?
Me usually, but I don't know if you gave it off to someone else while I was gone.
Let's take a look.
Have it back.
Oh, you still got it. Mustn't have been anything that went in there last session. Alright, you take a look at Red Roof's wares, and is anyone proficient in alchemy? Alchemist tools.
Nope.
Okay. What you see is some of the things were knocked off the shelf and whatnot, but basically just like 2 vials of blood. They're not labeled either, but they apparently are potions that she sells.
I got herbalism, but not alchemy.
Herbalism, you could you could tell if they're like poison or something.
We go poison or not?
I mean, or you could just taste them and try to identify them.
I'm
Oh,
okay
yeah.
not drinking random blood, and I think you all should be too.
I can just identify them.
You can do that too.
Take 10 minutes per.
Okay,
Only if they're magical.
you want to do that now?
No, not here.
Okay.
You can do it on the way to our next stop. Alright, let's go load up. See you later, Swiftwind. I mean,
Anything else
moon
around
color.
inside there?
Unless you're interested in fingernails, hair, bits of like little teeth, bits of skull, flayed skin, faces, children's skulls, and
Oh man, I'm
viscera.
blacking out.
I asked Moon Caller if she's okay if I make a little bonfire to burns all that. I don't like that they take those from people, and I wouldn't rather have their stuff just laying around.
Oh, don't worry, Nature One. I don't think it's wise to start a fire here, but I will dispel the evil from this place. It may take me many weeks or perhaps even months, but I'll rid the evil of this forest and finally return it back to its home in the Feywild.
Oh,
Awesome.
okay. Okay, trust you.
And yeah, you do know that Mooncolor, can do like dispel evil and good and break like enchantments and things like that. So the unicorn's presence should have the power to restore the forest.
Okay, good job.
We're gonna take time.
There's not really any obvious effects straight away, but obviously the unicorn's got some work to do.
Over a few days, a few weeks.
All right.
All right, back we go to
All
the
right, you
vehicle.
guys find your way out very easily. I'll move you guys back outside. You don't have to like navigate through this maze once more.
Is that like music in the background? Sound like a phone ringing to somebody else now and then?
So I'm trying to move you guys out.
Oh,
Kind of.
okay.
Not much though. I know what you're talking about.
I keep it very low, so it's just kind of in the background.
Yeah, it is low. I thought like one of the kids' phones. Was
All right, you
ringing.
guys get out and look, Nico's
Sweet.
already here on the Tormentor.
Haha! It was not me all along.
Alright, Zygon's really upset with the unicorn saying that the shield is evil. So he just basically
He's sucking.
he goes and just jumps in the glove compartment.
Punch
There you
him.
go. In with Lulu.
I mean, could we throw the shield inside the engine? Makes for good fuel, I'm sure.
The Hidden says, "You're welcome to try that."
That's all. That's all. Shield is just a giant soul coin.
I'll skip that for now. It was more as a jokes. I mean, not for you, but for the rest of us.
I don't find that funny, the Hidden Lord says.
I did say it was for the rest of us, not for you.
Oh, well. I'm just as much a part of this party now. Remember?
Hey Gargoth. Hey Gargoth. It's not all about you. Right now you're nothing but a shield.
Wow. Okay.
I've ventured from the material plane here in the
Why
hopes
not-
to free El Terrell. That's the whole reason everyone came here, is it not? So I think I'm more involved than what you say I am.
Yeah. I'll give you that. Well,
So
once
here's
guys just hugs it out, and we guess we'll be going to Bell's Forge.
we go. Raven's been thinking really hard about this over the last few days, and he thinks that the next time Zalker changes someone into a T-Rex, T-Rex's name is going to be Kool-Aid. So we can yell, "Hey, Kool-Aid!"
Okay, I'm glad you put a lot of thoughts into that.
I did.
Seems like a good use of thoughts.
I also found 3 hairs in my belly button.
What's the
I'm
cool
going up.
All right.
Okay.
The Hidden Lord, doesn't take kindly to Mooncolor's comments as well. So Zygon's basically just like he's kind of receded a little bit at the moment, so he doesn't feel like driving or really doing anything, to be honest. So who's driving the Gorgots?
Looks like Bargle.
Pargle?
Yeah, I'll drive this time.
Okay.
I'll navigate.
Alright, Callan's on the map. And what station do you want to be in, Callan? There's Chomper, Stick Sprayer, Wrecking Ball. Acidic
I mean,
bile sprayer.
I can do the wrecking ball from the front.
It doesn't matter what square you're in. You can operate any.
I'll do this. I'll do the stick sprayer.
Okay. All right, you're on the sprayer.
I'm on a harpoon thingy, but I don't use harpoons.
All right, you're on the harpoon. There's not even a harpoon.
Oh, there's acid. We got rid of that for the stick sprayer.
Oh, I am the harpoon then. Yeah, stick sprayer then. If they come close enough.
Okay, you're on
Doesn't
the
matter.
stick sprayer. And Zalcor, that leaves you for the acidic bile sprayer.
OG.
Did you want to keep Bims out? Or did you want to put him away?
I'll pop him away for a little bit. Do we?
Who is Bims?
It's my familiar.
Okay, I got that too. I need to make one.
Alright, who's driving the Tormentor? Nico,
I'll drive it.
Alright,
Yeah, I'll drive it.
Alan is driving. Nico, you're in the broken harpoon flinger station.
Alright, so where are we going next, guys? Off to find Bell.
Shoot
Yep.
rest for-
Well, did we get all our monies to go back and get Lulu, or are we just gonna go to the bells first?
I think we got anybody to go to Lulu.
Yeah, we paid the discount, right? What was their quest to get the discount? I forgot.
She wanted
Get the information.
information on Arkin, the cruel.
Which we
TMS
got
followers.
some. We
Yeah,
out
we did.
talked to him.
All right. Let's
I
go
mean,
back.
I don't care. We can go to Bells first and then go back for Lulu. But after Bells, for sure, we've got to get Lulu.
And Lulu's useful until she gets hit by fireballs. So
Well, I'm just saying that, don't we have to have Lulu's when we get into the final spots where we're talking to? She probably best off not to bring Lulu to Bell's Forge, to be 100% honest. So we probably should go there first.
Alright, looking at the scavenger, fuel's pretty low.
Sweet.
4 hours left.
Look at them too.
Paul
Easily.
Guts got 43 hours. So, where do you guys want to go?
don't make no
Alright.
deadline to me.
I mean, I feels like we're on somewhat of a clock, so I guess we should go to Bell's Forge. But it looks like Zalkar needs to sleep.
Sounds
So-
good. You can sleep on the way.
I don't know if it's going to take us that long. You never know how long it takes.
It takes us that long to go to the next hill we can see from here. Come on.
Alright, do you guys need to vote?
Okay.
Or is
So I'm gonna
everyone
get
happy to
top
go to
up
Bell's
fuel.
Forge?
Yeah, Bell's Forge.
Yep, Bell's Forge.
Okay. To navigate to Bell's Forge, roll me a 2d8.
Nine.
Long rest your account.
Me too.
Not enough time for a long rest yet. Close,
Shit.
but not quite.
Shit.
As long as you don't do anything particularly strenuous for more than an hour, you should be able to resume that rest. It depends on what you do, though. You might get interrupted. Because it hasn't been a full 24 hours since the last time. Alright. Scavenger's out of fuel after a few hours. The dial is like dangerously low. If it gets to 0, then
Told you
there's
guys-
going to be
Told
some
you guys
problems
to
with the
feed
engine.
that thing before we left.
Bargle, don't you have some coins?
Not I.
Allender has some coins.
Oh, Alandir, don't you have some coins?
Yeah, I have a few.
Can we put ones in so we have fuel?
Do it. Put them in.
Alright, you
Oh,
drop
sorry.
a soul coin in. You hear all the tortured souls scream as they're consumed by the furnace of the scavenger. The infernal dial fills all the way back up to 72. And you're traveling for about another 6 hours. And you know the deal now. The terrain's quite featureless, bar a few ruins and whatnot, and you don't really see any action until the cartographer speaks. total of 9 hours later. Those of you that haven't slept recently, or those of you that have started a rest, you wake up feeling pretty good, but you haven't gained any benefits from a long rest yet. If anyone wants to take a short rest, as long as they're not navigating or driving, feel free to do it. You can take that rest. And a while later, I mean, it doesn't feel like 9 hours. It feels like just a few minutes for some, and some people could have sworn that they've been traveling for days. That's how disorientating it is. Finally, you come to a familiar location, one that you recognize as Bell's Forge. And the cartographer says, "An ousted archduke, sulking in a volcano, eager to reclaim his stolen throne." And, sure enough, it just appears out of nowhere, as the rust-colored clouds of Avernus part ways. A gargantuan volcano dominating the horizon. Clouds of fire and ash spewing from its caldera. The air is trembling with its angry grumbling. And you can see the multi-layered slopes around the base of the volcano with a single cavernous opening, just large enough for the largest of your infernal vehicles to enter. You guys drive on in. And the heat is like nothing you guys have ever experienced. It's only 130 degrees at the moment as you guys pull in. Alright, you pull in, and yeah, the vehicles have to go very slowly, and you're basically going inside the lava tunnels, hollowed out lava tubes of a volcano. There is lava flowing in some sections, and doesn't really let off a whole lot of light. It's very molten. There's like obsidian mixed in with it. You can see just like these kind of red veiny cracks through the black molten rock that flows through and around the base of this volcano. And yeah, if you guys spend too much time here, you're going to be suffering the effects of extreme heat. It's not too bad now, but any more than an hour and you're cooked.
Alan, dear, you are my brother. I have the high ground. I mean, Anakin. Let's go.
What?
Can I try to like twine the letter together while we were driving to try and put it into some semblance of a readable thing? Maybe like put it on a piece of metal or something on the back.
What are you using to do that with? What are you tying it with or matching it up with?
Let me see what I got in my stuff. I got like, I mean, the ropes would probably be too big. I got...
It's reasonable size. Ropes would work.
Yeah, I got ropes. I got the basket that my masterwork basket I could put it in.
You could put it in the basket, yeah.
Remember that time when your guts came on the outside? We could use those.
Yeah. Just like put it all together, make it somewhat readable and presentable.
Sounds like a fun time.
So are we driving through this thing, or are we parking here and walking?
Up ahead, it doesn't look like your vehicles are going to get around this next bend. It just becomes too narrow. It's too large for a gargantuan size object. You probably fit the Tormentor in, to be honest, but Gorguts ain't getting through there. And it's kind of like a dome-shaped chamber. Just a series of lava tunnels and cavernous openings. It's very dark, and the heat is just unbearable. Alright, so using the rope, Nico?
Yeah, the rope, and just put it all in the basket, make it look nice.
Give us a sleight of hand check. You managed to get it together a bit. Like, you have to handle it carefully. It's not going to just stay together if you kind of toss it around or whatnot. But it's together enough. I presume you guys have stopped the vehicles and turned them off at this stage.
We'll hop out. We'll click the doot doot. Did we come in from the bottom or did we come in
Yeah,
from the top?
you arrived from this direction.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, those of you that were trying to sleep were kind of rudely awoken. Your gift of alacrity would have just worn out too, Zalcor. Zygon's going to stay with vehicles, make sure nothing dodgy happens.
Good job.
Sounds good.
Wait a second.
You move through these dark and hot tunnels, and despite there obviously being a presence of lava everywhere, it is very, very dark down here. And you head inside the volcano, and
Watch out for the horn devils.
there is 3 bearded devils lined up here, and they look like they're waiting for you guys.
There's some
Well
horn
met.
devils there too. Hey guys, what's up?
Alright, you guys can't see too far in, but when you do see this horn devil, what you do see on the ground is like a split in the base of the volcano, and lava just flip freely, like running through little rivulets. There must be like a bit of a pool there, because there is a horn devil just chilling, like a spa bath. He's like laying in the lava, only his arms and pecs are kind of, you know, he's laying back. He's kind of just chilling out. The lava's like rolling over his shoulders and his head. It looks like he's having a grand old time bathing.
I don't
in
know
it.
if that's a mirror, but there's another one behind him and 3 more bearded devils over there. Don't do stupid stuff. Yeah, who am I to talk?
Yeah, you can see a few who are another horned devil, and he's just chillaxing as well. And yeah, you count at least 8 bearded devils. And the 3 bearded devils right near you guys, they move with their glaives drawn to meet you guys here. And one of them smiles. The middle bearded devil smiles at you guys as his beard is writhing of its own accord. Ah, some adventurers. This is going to be good. You better have a good excuse for being here.
Yeah. We got a letter of introductions here to talks to Bell from a friend of his.
A letter of introduction.
Yeah.
I'll have to see my supervisor about that.
Okay. Oh wait.
He trods off and he quietly converses with one of these horned devils that's just lounging freely in the lava.
Mm-hmm.
The horned devil sighs and he emerges, lava just dripping off of his flesh. And he yawns a little bit. Very lazily walks over, glowing trident in his hand. And he looks down at you all, speaking in Infernal. Letter of introduction, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Show me.
It's here. It's right here. It's had a bad day.
Looks
but
broken.
It's all there. Well, kind of the person that gave us was bits of a prick and just threw it at us because she was mad at us. And yeah, but that doesn't make it any less real.
Let me look at it.
We got all the pieces.
Aren't we all broken a little bit inside?
Well,
I mean, haven't we all met that
Zala.
person that just like is kind of an ass and just throws things at you for no reason?
Can you guys
Roll
believe this guy? I
Zala.
mean, look at him. He's like, wow. He must be like the most powerful devil down there.
I'm not familiar with the name Rosella. You're going to have to bear with me. I'm
Just
going
sit
to
down.
go have to speak to my supervisor.
Okay, we'll wait.
Just hang tight.
This fucking.
She's a Dow, by the way, if that helps at all. You know, the big earth elementally things.
Try to keep your flesh on your bones. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah,
Don't
60
go
seconds.
anywhere. I won't be too
Alright.
long. Bell will already be aware of your presence.
Not
Okay.
mine.
And he walks off very slowly. And he kind of splashes through these little lava pools and disappears behind a corner of rock. And you guys are just waiting. And waiting. and the heat is getting intense. The heat is ranging from about 130 to 140 degrees, and it's not too much longer that you guys can stay here unless you have fire resistance. You're not getting bothered by
Wish
it
we
in
had
that
like a
case.
tiny hut to wait in or something.
The bearded devils smile and watch you guys sweat. And they have their glaives drawn the entire time while watching you guys, making sure no one goes anywhere. For example, if you try to go down there, Raven, he interposes himself in front of you.
Oh, I was already down there on the little heart-shaped rock.
And
Let's
you
try not
guys
to pick any fight here.
still
Let's just,
waiting, and
Ask him what's new in Avernus. Hear anything new?
bearded devil
Well,
smiles at
what
you
do-
and just says, well, if you don't speak Infernal, he just smiles at you. Doesn't understand what you're saying.
Soccer, do you have limits, tiny hut?
Get along with that, so I couldn't prepare
Or
it.
it's a ritual, isn't it?
I still have to prepare it.
Oh,
Wizard does not need to prepare
Wizard just cast it. It's like their
Oh.
thing.
So it's.
But I
ritual,
mean,
just
I don't
cast
think they'd like us just like setting up a hut in the middle of there.
it. Yeah, you
Well,
feel like
from-
these bearded devils aren't going to take kindly if you guys start casting spells, especially 10-minute long rituals.
it.
So it's been an hour now, and everyone make a Constitution save for the extreme heat, unless you have resistance to fire damage or some other way to deal with extreme heat.
Those nat 20s though.
Oh, it's really hot in here. I don't think I can go on.
you
I
just
guess we gotta
get
start taking our clothes off.
I hadn't noticed.
Alright, Alan, Deer, and Callan, you guys suffer 1 level of exhaustion. Disadvantage on ability checks. And finally the Horn Devil comes back. Pretty much at the end of an hour. And he's just like walking by you guys. He's just walking like this way.
Hey, sir, over there. How'd your things go?
He looks over at you. Oh, sorry.
Was it used that we're going? I mean, do they all look the same?
They pretty much do. They're all like built in that same image.
Are you the foremans here? I guess you were the
Oh!
head in charge.
Oh,
Yes, remember
I
us?
knew
Yeah.
my mind. There was something on the back of my mind. I completely forgot about you. Oh yes, Bell said you can go down into his forge. The Ralzola seems like, well, he owed her a favor. Did I not mention it to you earlier? Oh, you must be in a world of pain with this heat. Just
actually I kind of like it.
I'm doing
I'm
just
okay.
fine.
Good for my arthritis.
oh yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, good luck with everything. And
Which way do we go?
He just walks back. He doesn't even stop to like answer that question. He walks
That's
off.
the bearded devil.
The bearded devil just says, "They're always lazy like that, and to think they're one of the highest ranking devils, while we're doing the real work. They're just sitting on their lazy asses. Here,
I think you guys should unionize.
follow me."
How do you get a higher rank in devilness?
Not
You
sure.
need souls.
Killing people. That usually works good. Maybe
Tricking
if,
mortals.
if I do this job long enough, maybe I'll get a promotion.
Nice.
You guys should unionize.
I'll put in a good word for you.
Would you?
I would.
I'll put in a bad word for you.
You're saying that in
Sure.
Infernal, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, he takes you guys up this long tunnel, and
Ask him what his name is.
he just says, "Me?
Yeah, I'm Raven.
My name is Vargas."
Argus. Cool. You should come visit me on the prime material plane sometime.
I don't know, do you have anything to offer me? Something
Well,
that
there's
would
some fun to be had there.
Do you like wine?
entice me. Perhaps the firstborn child or something.
Yeah, I don't have any kids, but
What do you get, Witcher?
I get some goats and cows.
We'll see. Make sure you put in that good word for me. He turns around. Hey! Where's the rest of you?
I don't know. Probably lost.
Weren't there more of you?
There were.
Bargo,
Somebody got
Alan,
more
and Callan.
exhausted and stuff.
As you guys mill about, this bearded devil starts poking you. Hey, move on!
Over here, guys. This way. Hello.
No
Boris, what do you
loitering.
do on your free time?
Over here. Bargo. This way. Hello. Thanks.
You, move it! One of them starts shoving you, Alan, dear. This way. Wrong way!
Up this way.
This way!
I'm so exhausted.
Oh.
They point you into the right direction. And that bearded devil just waits till everyone gets there. Alright, when everyone is there, the bearded devil just, you can see he's gritting his teeth. Up ahead. He points down this tunnel, and it extends on for about 30 more feet, and then it comes to a wrought iron staircase, a spiral staircase. That way. And he points you in that direction, and then he just wanders off. And I'll move you guys down the staircase. Alright, you hear your boots.
Yes.
You hear your boots clanging on the staircase, almost alongside this rhythmic hammering of steel on steel. As you descend through the staircase, you arrive in a cavernous forge. You must be quite deep down in the volcano at this stage. There are channels of bubbling lava winding throughout the complex, casting some fiery light over these huge anvils. And you take a look around to see chained giants with coal black skin, fiery orange hair, hammering out weapons, all under the malignant gaze of a pit fiend, sitting in a flying throne obscured by shadows. Throughout the forge there are sparks just falling like rain everywhere.
Oh, he looks pretty intimidating, to be honest. Oh yeah, can I get something like gold, man? Thanks. I need for my spells.
Alright, this throne is just bobbing up and down, about 2 feet above the ground. It's very large, but not as intimidating as the pit fiend sitting in it. Bell. He, Are you stepping on this big pile of treasure, Raven?
Ooh, I want to see that.
Alright, he has this wicked flaming greatsword, kind of just stabbed into one of the skull-like armrests of this throne, his wings draped over himself like a cloak. He actually has his tail wrapped around his waist like a belt. And he has gold tips over his horns. He has a belt of people's heads just dangling freely by their side, and golden, gilded full plate mail that has a scowling devil's visage worked into it. He looks down at you all while stroking this imp with one hand. Roll20. Little bats. I take it.
I guess sort of. I mean, we're the ones that she was talking about. Yeah. We helped her out, and she helps. She said she could help us out. So here's we are.
Oh, is that so? They want our help, Baldur, he says as he strokes the imp's head. The imp
Well,
chuckles.
I think Sweet
He
Kinds
wants the
wants to
help.
offers our helps too, like a mutually beneficial helps.
Mutually beneficial.
Yeah, because we got kind of a beef with someone that I think you might likes to see hurts a little bit.
Yeah. My friend Lulu is trying to free her friend Zariel from evil influence and take her back to the Celestials. That would leave a vacant spot here for somebody to fill.
You dare come into my forge and speak of treachery against our great queen and ruler of Avernus, Zariel?
Yep.
He clicks his fingers. He snaps his fingers, and you do notice that these fire giants are chained to their anvils. They're not chained anymore. All the chains just drop off of these 4 fire giants. The fire giants then pick up giant great swords, and almost like puppets, all 4 of them turn their attention onto you guys.
Well, I mean, not exactly like treacheries or whatnot. We're just wants to introduce them that they were old acquaintances and whatnot. We're not planning to do anything. We're going to let Zariel make her own choices on things.
You dare to disrupt the operations in Avernus, threatening our entire race and complicating the blood war further? I am Zariel's most trusted advisor. I am loyal, and I will not tolerate the words that you say against her. I will have you dismissed from here, perhaps on other circumstances that we should have met. I would have my fire giants strike you all down for insubordination against your own queen, as you and everything that falls under the sky of Avernus belongs to her, and you are her soldiers.
That's too much, bro.
And then,
I mean-
as he's saying that, there's another voice. This one is a telepathic one, and you all hear it at the same time.
I don't.
You can't be contacted with telepathy?
Ring a mind shield.
Okay. You don't hear it then. But so you're probably thinking that Belle's like basically wanting to kill you. And everyone else hears this other voice. Yeah, Zalcor, make a insight check if you want to try and sense his motive. And yeah, you feel like he is definitely playing the role of Zariel's most trusted advisor, and basically threatening you all to kill you all just for speaking ill against her. But then there's another voice. Just play along with it.
I'm sorry. I mean, just if you could please just spare us. We will go amongst our ways. Just give us a moment to recover from the heats here.
Oh, and we have a friend who's trapped in a shield, and maybe you can help him.
Little pathetic creatures, I will take that shield from you all, and then I will throw your bodies in the lava. Bow before me now, all of you on your knees. Just do it,
Oh,
the voice
Great
says.
Lord. I dropped.
Do not
Yes, do
speak to me again until you are spoken to. Is that understood?
Why are you guys kneeling? What the fuck's going on?
He's
not-
saying that stuff out loud.
Yeah, the real evil, scary
Oh, is
voice
he?
out loud.
Okay. Because you said telepathic earlier, so.
Yeah, the
that was
telepathic
just
voice was like, just go along with it.
Okay, almighty Bell.
Alright. So I'll presume that everyone kneels, and he just says, just remain in this posture, and we will make our deals. Zariel, cannot hear us here. My mountain has dark magic surrounding it that will prevent her scrying eyes and ears from listening in on our telepathic conversation.
Is this a two-way telepathic conversation?
Of course it is.
Otherwise, it wouldn't be conversation.
Okay,
Now,
sorry. I haven't done this very often.
you have got my attention.
Yeah, so I give him the quick sum up about the grabbing of El Torel and the betrayal and how we came here, and like the super quick up sum, and we feel that if we could get the sword and Lulu together, that Zariel might have a change of hearts and things, and if at the very least it might be enough to tip the power struggle and distract her long enough for us to free El Torel and maybe him to usurp the throne.
Tell me something I don't know. Not a single word you have told me here is information that is new to me.
So you know of Lulu then, and their relationship in the past.
We're not giving you information. We're asking for help. Or
I have been keeping tabs on the situation. I have my spies. I know all about you. And I know about your intentions, and El Torel and the Sword of Zariel, Lulu, the Shield of the Hidden Lord.
Yeah, all those things.
Hey, do you know what kind of creature Mahdi is?
Do you know what the tablet said? The one that was
Yes.
written by Ralzala?
Well, actually, I probably didn't know.
She said that you're all just a bunch of her little pets, and that she's tricked you into coming here as sacrificial lambs, so I might throw you in the lava, seize your magic items, or perhaps keep you long enough, work you to the ground before death, to get a little bit of free labor out of you.
Well, that's pretty good. It makes me feel better about kicking her ass back to her home plane, bitch.
And of course, if I wanted to do any of that, well, that would be done already.
Want to arm wrestle?
I do enjoy entertainment, but he kind of snorts a little bit, and you can feel this hot wind just come out of his nose. You can feel some sort of terrifying aura start to emanate off him, Zalcor. And he just smirks at you when you say you want to arm wrestle. And he kind of gets up from his throne a little bit, then sinks back in it. And he continues having this telepathic conversation with you guys. The reason why I've allowed you to live is because I agree with your plan. I may play the role of Zariel's loyal vassal, but I've already hatched a plot. And you are part of that plan. Of course, if you're not willing, perhaps I'll listen to Ralzala. Are you
No,
looking
I guess
to work
we're-
with me?
Yeah, I mean, guess that was we've already made that decision, so that's the reason why we came here, because we decided that you were the person we could work with. So
We happen to have a couple diamonds and all this stuff here, would you?
what would do? Shh.
Huh.
Can someone? Can you lend Raven your mind shielding ring?
I have cards attunement. Sorry.
I have a task for you all. I need you to retrieve 9 adamantine rods that were stolen from my forge by Zariel's spies. Once all 9 rods are returned to me, I'll tell you where the Bleeding Citadel is.
Okay, and do you know if Zariel's sword is inside the Bleeding Citadel? I mean, you seem to know a lot about weapons and stuff.
The sword created the Bleeding Citadel, along with the powers of that little Holophant. Many have been trying to get it, and none have succeeded. If the sword is what you're looking for, the Bleeding Citadel is where you'll need to go.
Right. Okay. And these rods are where?
If I knew that, I would have retrieved them already. I need you to find them, but I can't let Zariel know that I'm searching for them.
Okay, so what's a plausible reasons if she knows that what we're doing, just as like you knows what we're doing, that we would be looking for these things that doesn't implicate that we're working together?
Zariel likes to be at the front line of the blood war. I would highly doubt that puny little creatures such as yourself would even garner a split second of her attention. Ha 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 ha! You make me laugh. Puny little creatures. She would not concern herself with you, and she is predisposed at the moment.
So, does anybody know who took them? Who do we know who? What is? Where should we go to start finding these things? We're not so good at information gatherings. It took us a long time to get here.
Well, I've already put in a little bit of legwork for you all. I've captured a Sybriax, a demon that exists for only one purpose: to gain knowledge. They say they are as old as the Abyss themselves. My spies have captured them. They are hoarders of forbidden lore, and this one has been particularly good source of information. If it knows anything, it will know where Zariel's spies hid the adamantine rod.
Okay, and is there any things we need to, bring or to get this Cypriox to talk, or he just like spouting information out?
My mercenaries have been squeezing that disgusting fetid blob for information. Your arrival may change its attitude, but my mercenaries will not welcome you unless my little Baldur accompanies you. Isn't that right, my little imp?
Yes, yes. You needs me.
And you see this little imp fly forward. So you'll take Balchorus with you.
Yes, 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 yes. I go with.
And then he says, telepathically still, I'll help you reach the Sybriax. I can provide you with a barge that you can use to ply the river Styx. You can leave your vehicles here, they will be safe.
Okay.
When you return from getting the information, you'll find your vehicles parked out the front of the volcano. I'll have my men bring them around. You can use the volcano's magic to disguise your presence. In case Sariel's other spies are watching, they'll be none the wiser. You'll see. And then Bell yells at you all. So, I have decided my judgment.
Oh, what is it, Great Bell?
Well, as you can see, this giant pile of treasure and gemstones and magic items does little to interest me. So I was thinking perhaps I could use a little bit of it for entertainment at your expense.
And he points to this, if you guys haven't noticed already, an enormous pile of coins, which is almost 10 feet high, with all sorts of gemstones and magic items mixed in.
Where did
with
that
it.
get there?
There must be like millions of gold pieces worth.
I look for 100 crushed diamonds.
I would be willing to part with some of it. And your lives, if you can provide me the much needed entertainment that I hunger for.
I can juggle.
Like I said, I can arm wrestle you.
He clicks his fingers again, these chains drop on all the fire giants.
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure what mode of currency you like to trade with. Perhaps little shiny gold pieces. Or perhaps soul coin.
Look, man, I just want more power. That's all I'm about.
You will take this offer. It is the best deal you will get. Here are the rules. You may choose to fight 1, 2, 3, or all 4 of my loyal giants. This will provide me with entertainment and an excuse to spare your pathetic little lives. And depending on how many giants you wish to face, will depend on the rewards that you shall reap. For 1, I'll give you 3 soul coins. For 2, I'll give you 10. For 3, I'll give you 20. And for 4, well, I'll let you take your pick.
And he extends his hands to all these magic items and coins and gemstones.
Oh, okay.
Is it like ones at a
Can we get a
time,
long rest
or are they
first?
all gonna attack at once?
Bell smiles,
1 at a time. Now that wouldn't be very fun.
and
Good for us.
these enormous fire giants dressed in full plate, wielding great swords, stomp on over.
Oh yeah, and the only rule is there are no rules. You're not to leave the forge, and defeat will be considered death, yielding, or knocked unconscious and incapacitated. So how many are you looking to face? Give me my entertainment.
I know, guys. You want 4?
Can we get a long rest first?
I don't think we can take 4.
Can you put us in a nice, cool cell for a day?
I
first?
think like 2 would be ambitious.
Yeah, I agree.
1 we can definitely do. 2 would be ambitious. I
If
think.
you stand there, Callan, you'd be standing on Bell's treasure.
You won't like that.
I jump
I
back
mean,
with it.
I'm down for trying whatever, but it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna go well with any more than 2.
I say we just do 1. What's the point of doing more than 1?
Getting more treasure. Can we, instead of taking some soul coins, take some diamond dust instead?
I will let you choose your
Okay.
equivalent currency.
And he rates 1 soul coin to be 300 gold pieces. So
Oh, sweet. All right.
How generous.
yeah, if you kill 1 giant, then you can have basically 900 gold pieces worth of treasure. You kill 2, you get 3,000. You kill 3, then you get 6,000, and you kill 4, and well, you get the pick of his hoard.
I don't know. Do you guys want 2 or 3?
Of course, if
Are
you
we still
face
telepathically
3,
talking to him?
if you face 3 and then lose. No, he's like saying this as like, this is his punishment, sort of thing.
Let's just let's just all type in how many we want to each fight, and then whatever the most, that's what we'll do.
Whoever's the most.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't think we can do more than 2s. I've read a lot of things about these giants. They're pretty strong. These are like the top notch giants.
All right, so you guys want to face 2?
Very well.
Oh man, this is ugly. Okay.
Jolt. Shakon. Stay. Drummer. Riska. Back to your anvils.
And he clicks his fingers, and the fire giants are chained once again. And yeah, there's like no warning or anything. The giants just come in and start trying to attack you guys.
Oh,
If anyone is interested, the ceiling here is 20 feet tall.
oh, they're not that tall then.
Yeah, not
They're not
huge.
big giants. Ah,
The giants are about 15 feet tall, or
Get 'em,
actually
Nico.
close to the ceiling, about 17 feet tall. All right, they've both got great swords drawn, and you're up first, Nico.
kind of hard to use those. You can't swing them over their heads. Oh,
Yeah. Okay. So which 2 did he say? This Shakhorn and Jolt.
Yeah, these 2, and the other ones are like chained to the anvils.
They couldn't have been closer together.
So yeah, not really any difficult terrain here. The lava will probably be quite difficult for your life
Yeah.
if you go in it, obviously.
And this stuff here, this smoky stuff, is just smoke, or is
Yeah, it's smoke. It's lightly obscured. It's not really
Okay.
going to affect the outcome of this fight anyway.
that? Okay. Gonna hit Jolt with one these things.
Okay, confusion. So he makes a wisdom saving throw. He looks around confusedly. Orange fiery hair just explodes out of his head and gazes directly at you.
Yeah. he looks kind of wise.
Not so
Unlucky.
wise. That's actually pretty unwise. Anyway, I'll just move back over to here.
Alandir.
Okay, I'll move to here, and I will attack. Is it Jate or Jolt? Jolt. I will attack Jolt. My booming blade.
Hit. Alright, you find a gap in his greave, stick the rapier deep into his leg. Thunderous energy like buckles his armor, and there's a loud boom. And he rubs his leg. Ow!
I'll do a bonus action. I'm dash, so I'll move. I think I moved 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Can we max 60, right? With the dash?
Yeah.
Bonus dash? Okay.
If you're just if you're not a wood elf, I think 60. All right, as you back up around here, Alandir, you see some like enormous construct that looks like it's been in the process of being built here. It looks like some sort of death machine, not like nothing you've ever seen before.
Can I get it and drive it?
Sure,
All right.
you can do whatever you want. All right, Raven.
All right. I'm gonna shoot Jolt and jolt him back 10 feet.
He dies of psychic damage from that bad joke.
Sweet.
Wow, dude, we could have taken 4.
Hit. The beam slams into his breastplate, knocks him back near this large column of rock.
And then I'll slow him down 10 feet.
And 16 is a miss. It bounces off his leg
Yeah,
armor.
I'll take that less off. Oops. Alrighty. And
Alright, when you stand there, Raven, you're standing on Belle's treasure. Do you mean to do that?
no, I'll go over to this one where
Or are you
there's.
still standing on this treasure?
Fine.
Okay. Because Belle
Just
looked
running
like,
over it.
he
Look,
was-
I got no treads on my shoes.
He looked like he was about to do something about that.
You could have went around the other way and gotten to the same spot.
He was gonna fireball you.
Zalcor.
I'm gonna move right about there.
And can I get a wisdom save from Shakorn, casting Polymorph?
Okay. What are you polymorphing the giant into?
Rabbit.
Okay.
You rookie.
For a creature doesn't like have a stat block, it'll just be basically like 1 hit point, 10 AC, 10 all round with its ability scores. So I'll
But
just
ignore the rabbit.
basically give it
I'll get
like a
super close to
spider's
Bill.
stat block.
Hey, buddy.
Bell says,
my turn.
impressive. Let me add. It's a rabbit that looks like a spider.
It's a
Margaret.
spider rabbit.
The new spider rabbit.
It's a spabbit. A
That's
riber.
Multiverse.
A rider. Don't attack the rabbit.
You're out, Margaret.
Don't eat you.
And let the other guy
Don't
go.
Alright, so Jolt was going left. Alright, so. Oh! And I give him.
Give him the business.
Sure will.
Use my last rage, and then give him the great axe. Recklessly.
Don't give him the great axe. You need that. He's already got a weapon.
Where's your giant slayer great axe, dude?
No, I'm not transferring ownership. I'm just giving him the edge.
Give him the business end.
He refuses to accept it, and he just swings to the side. Your axe bounces away,
COD.
and that hits. This time you actually jump up and just split the axe straight through some of his breastplate. Small injury.
That damage is wrong.
Oh no, I didn't go ret weapon master that time.
No, it's just saying
It's
1
1 plus
damage.
4.
Yeah, it doesn't say 1d12. So it's
Oh,
just
what
1.
happened?
You rolled 1.
The sheet decided to be funny.
Alright, roll a 1d12, and
Hold on.
It does that with my charisma. I have to add it back to the attacks each
so
game.
an extra 4 damage. Yeah, it does that sometimes.
I will use my action slurge. Continue.
Splurge.
Miss.
I'm not sure you can hit.
Crit.
Oh yeah. Too bad I ain't grab weapon master.
I don't know.
Still
Alright,
pretty good.
You're
Yeah.
hitting him at least.
You split that axe through the giant's leg and straight into its shin. And yeah, the giant feels that one. He stumbles back and has to kind of lean up against this pillar to keep his footing.
Shit, I bonus action rage, so fiend.
Callan.
I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon, the coin near that Jolt.
Okay. Hit. Alright, the spiritual coin of Timora smacks the giant on the side of the face.
Go over there, and that'll be it.
Action?
Like your favorite cantrip you want to use?
Oh yeah, I'll do Total Dead.
Alright. Yeah, the giant's looking pretty beat up. You hear the bell gong. And all this like lavery blood starts to drip down.
They
his
haven't
face.
gone yet. It's all nice being nice and confident until they.
Alright. This rabbit, it's gonna go jump in the lava.
I thought so.
And,
It's immune to lava though, because it's a rabbit.
Didn't bite my head off.
It's not the rabbit. Alright, so what happens is immediately it takes damage. And
Would it do that if its mental ability scores got changed?
it still has its alignment and personality. It still knows who's enemy, who's friends, and it still has its personality.
But is it smart enough?
Oh, he's a giant.
It's a
He's
rabbit.
He got changed. His mental scores got changed.
I think a lot of rabbits are smarter than we are.
Well, that's what it does. I mean, you You can
Heat down here cooks it.
take your own rabbit and do what you want with it. That's what that rabbit does. And it takes damage immediately, turning back into the fire giant.
It panics and runs over the edge. Oof.
Alright, leftover damage, well, immune to fire damage. It pops back into existence, like that, for its turn. And it's still its turn. Alright, it jumps on in, and Bell smirks. And then, alright, you yell out, would it do that, Zalcor? I'm guessing you're yelling that in character. So Bell smiles at you. And
Just
then
a bald, like, a rabbit is so smart. Motherfucker.
Hey, if Raven could think of it,
I don't think you need to be very intelligent to figure out if you're a fire giant to go in lava. All right, the fire giant then has its turn, and whoop, did I skip ahead? Let me skip back. All right, the giant emerges and is going to just step over the anvil and swing its greatsword at Zalcor. And it hits.
Bye, Zalcor.
Alright, cast shield. The greatsword bounces back. And the fire giant will attack you again. And bounces off your shield once more. Ends its turn there. This fire giant's going to try and pick Bargle up. Bargle, make an athletics check. And the giant tries to grab you and just open up its hand. Get out of its grip. The giant then stays there. Nico.
Alright. Didn't work, but I feel like this time's gonna work. Except I'm gonna do it on Shekorn this time. He needs to be confused. Feel it.
And
not.
the spell does not have any effect on the fire giant.
Alright.
It must be immune to that spell. Try something different like Fireball or Burning Hands.
Well, you definitely feel it start to take effect and the giant resists.
I'm gonna go over there. So I'm away from the treasure.
Allendale. Hit. Alright, you jump up and catch the giant again. Another devastating blow. The giant is seriously injured. You can drop concentration on your turn if you like. It doesn't
It's
cost
kinda
anything.
fast.
Yeah, it's free to drop concentration.
Alright. I'm gonna synaptic static Shekorn.
Okay. There's a buzz, and you assault the giant's mind with psychic energy. It fails,
Aha.
and it looks quite enfeebled from that. The giant's grabbing its head and slapping the side of its face and shaking its head about.
Sweet.
Zalcor.
Yikes. What to do? What to do?
Kill them.
With a what?
Magic missiles.
It's not my thing.
Kill the dead. Throw a rock at it.
Yeah, let me just throw a 4d12 rock at it. Like
Yeah.
a giant.
Called enlarge or catapult.
I'll
Buff the burgle.
I'll go invisible.
Or
Okay.
take care of yourself. Good choice.
You turn invisible. And for the purpose of hiding, you're heavily obscured. Your location can be detected unless you hide. Attack rolls against you have disadvantage, and your attacks have advantage.
Oh, that's my turn.
Bargle.
Alright, Jot gets the reckless great axe again.
Oh, yeah, you feel like you've got this giant. He's on his last leg. Yes.
And you hit your own leg.
Bell smiles and he leans forward on the edge of his throne and kind of just dances his fingers along the armrest, and that hits. You split through the giant's leg again, but it's not enough to take the giant out.
Damn.
Bell
that is it.
slumps back in his throne, oh, and he like kind of lets out a yawn. Come on now, he says. Callan.
Strike with my spiritual weapon.
Miss.
Then the one in front of me, I am going to do guiding bolt at 30.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, you are at disadvantage, but that doesn't matter because that hits. Even with the the giant getting up in your face, interposing its armor, the guiding bolt finds a gap in between its full plate, and this churning radiance bolt highlights the giant. So the next attack has advantage.
I'm done.
Alright, this fire giant turns its attention away from Zalcor and focuses on Nico and Callan. And just takes one almighty swing at you, Callan. And 11 is a miss. The giant stumbles around and then looks like it's going to swing at Nico, but instead steps over here and takes an almighty swing at Raven.
Whew.
And that narrowly misses you. It splits the great sword above your head into this column of rock.
Careful, you'll blunt the edge.
And is kind of stumbling around there. This giant is going to just take its greatsword now, Bargle. It doesn't try to grab you anymore. And it's just going to start swinging its greatsword at you instead. It takes a mighty swing. And it hits for 14 slashing damage. It should be 12, actually.
-3 from Great Weapon Master. Yeah.
Though wait, that's only for non-magical weapons, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Non-magical, piercing, slashing.
This is all Hellfire weapons that they use.
Oh, so 14 then.
And next attack. It hits.
Hit.
For 13 slashing.
That's okay. You got this.
And the giant just faces you down there. Nico.
Okay. I'm going to... I'll drop a moonbeam on Skulker right behind her, like in these 4 squares over by the forge.
Alright, the golden beam goes from floor to ceiling, cutting through the giant. And the giant will make a con save at the start of its turn. Alan, dear.
Alright, I'll do what I normally do. Go down here. Attack again.
That is a hit.
Hit.
Alright, this
And do
time you jump up, climbing up the giant's armor so you can actually strike a meaningful and lethal blow. You stick the rapier into the giant's head. Thunderous energy just rips out the giant's neck and part of its skull, and it collapses to the ground. The second that happens, Bell clicks his fingers and he says, "Enough, Jolt!" And the giant actually teleports and is unconscious next to the anvil down to the southeast. At the snap of Bell's fingers is all it takes to do that.
I needed his dead blood.
I'll move down to there with bonus dash, and I think that'll be it.
Raven.
All right.
The heat from the lava, it's actually affecting you for being next to it at the start of your turn.
I figured it would, yeah.
It's not like that bad as lava gets, but you do take 18 fire damage for starting your
Holy
turn next to it from the heat
fucking-
coming off the top of it.
All right, I'm gonna
You don't
push her
want to
back 10
be
feet.
in this lava, that's for sure. Alright, your first attack will be advantage, disadvantage. And it's a miss. Giant knocks your arm.
push her back 10 feet.
That hits. And you push the giant back.
Alrighty. Stepping away from the lava. Do I feel noticeably cooler here?
It's not, you're not close enough to take damage from where you're standing.
Okay. There we go.
You can't use you and cool in the same sentence, Raven.
Dude, I'm
Zalcor.
too screwed for cool.
Yeah, can I get a wisdom save?
Maybe.
Alright, you're casting Toll the Dead. The giant fails. And some of her charcoal flesh becomes cracked, almost like the surface of the rolling lava.
I'm right there. In my turn.
Bargle.
Alright, we'll step over there and we'll hit her with a reckless.
Hit. Alright, you run up and they start working on this giant. A mighty blow. The giant's bloodied as it staggers back. You swing again, this time the axe just causes some sparks and glances straight off her greave.
Bonus action, second wind.
Callan.
Move my spiritual weapon at her. Strike with.
It's a miss. The spiritual weapon bounces off her armor.
Time
And
for you to die.
followed up with a Toll the Dead. She fails, and again her skin starts to break. She takes her great sword and just forcefully slams it down into its a fiery looking scabbard on her back, and she reaches down and who has been annoying her the most? I think it might be
Now might not
Raven.
be the best time to tell her that she has to make that con save.
Yeah, she'll no, she'll make that con save. That doesn't bother her. The moonbeam. So how much did you roll the damage yet?
It was 11.
Alright. It's not really bothering her, to be honest. And yeah, Raven, make an athletics or an acrobatics check.
What?
She
I
tries
just, as a reaction, like to swap myself for
tries to
god?
pick you up.
Athletics, yeah, great.
Think heavy thoughts. Think heavy thoughts.
Acrobatics, there we go, that's better. Nope.
Okay, try not to be flammable.
You're grappled.
I'm trying not to be flammable.
And
I give her a big hug back.
she just
Oh man.
puts you in the lava. It's,
Okay.
Don't worry, it's not that bad. Because
No, it's bad.
it's not that bad.
Come on, Seth.
You're not fully submerged, alright? You're
This is
just
still
Oh,
like
okay.
8d10 or something like
you're just
that.
getting pushed into it.
Make me a nice black suit,
It's
guys.
36 fire damage. Alright.
Oh,
Now it's bad, because when you start your turn, you're going to be fully immersed. And she just holds you down there in the lava, basically.
Oh.
And then
That's
she'll,
okay.
18 d10 fucking fire damage.
she'll make an intelligence saving
We need a
throw.
cleric anyway.
You don't know how much fire damage it's going to be. You imagine it's going to be a lot. And she's still under the effects of the synaptic static. Alright, this other fire giant, it seems to be relieved of any mortal wounds and just remains unconscious, chained to that anvil. Nico. Alright, when you move back here, she, well, no. She's not gonna swing at you.
Alright. I'm gonna try and pull Raven out.
And that misses. The Thorn Whip just gets... She moves
good
Raven to
try.
the side. Thorn Whip gets reflected off the back of her hand.
That's a pretty cool try.
Okay. And I will bonus action drop heal baby on top of Raven. Preemptively.
Ooh. Ah.
Even the hill baby is noticeably uncomfortable.
Heal baby looks at you and looks at me and says, just shakes its head.
Alandir.
It's like, I know you've been nerfed, but I'm sorry to treat you this way.
So can it go into that square?
Yeah, it's just a spiritual weapon. It doesn't take up... It has no substance.
Okay. I miss.
If my legs
Yeah.
and my arm get burned off, get me a nice black suit of plate made with
20.
red blinking lights.
33. I've done a bonus
Nice
action.
crisp
as you
piece
said.
of meat.
Alright, the booming blade just bounces off
Admit.
her greave. Raven,
See,
you're starting your turn fully submerged in the lava, and you take the lava damage before you take the hill baby healing because lava damage happened first.
okay.
So
I mean, this is still gonna hurt like you wouldn't believe.
yeah, I honestly don't think you're gonna survive this, Raven.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
You hit for 126 points of fire damage.
Does that kill you outright?
Let's see. It needs to be doubled.
It's instantly killed. You are just
So that's 6 away from my max. From
No,
doubling.
because
you're gone,
yeah.
Raven.
What's your
It's
max?
81.
66.
81's your threshold at the moment.
you don't have a resist elements.
No.
Alright,
Okay.
you're just Raven just turns into fiery ash. Alright, your body's not immediately destroyed. Like you're not fiery ash, but you're getting there.
Yeah.
And your baby does not help you out. Alright, yeah,
Oh, it brings me.
you're instantly killed. You're going to need to be brought back from the dead, Raven. And if you stay in that lava like that, then there's not going to be anything left of your body to resurrect. You guys need to take out the giant quick for that to happen. Zalcor. You have to act like you want Raven back at least. At least try.
If not, no worries. The game's
I
for
can
fun.
see. Can I even see him from here? From behind this fucking giant?
No.
Yeah, the giant's
No.
not 15 feet wide. It's you can. They don't provide creatures don't provide total cover, just half cover.
And she's still holding on to him, right?
Yeah, she you've seen her just pick Raven up and just plunge him into the lava, and you can.
My name's Raven. I'm from Camp
You
Davidian.
can't really see much of him, but yeah.
Well, how do you feel about turning into a giant ape, Bargle?
I won't cause anywhere near as much damage.
Yeah.
That is a bold statement.
3d12 damage.
Turn Raven
hits.
into an ape.
For 2 hits.
Doesn't work on dead creatures, unfortunately.
Oh, it looks like he's not dead. I don't see an X on it.
Yeah, what does the giant ape have? 3d10 plus 6. You make 2 attacks.
You know, you could be a giant ape.
Yeah, but
And
then I
then-
won't be able to attack.
Why not?
Because
That
it
might
takes an
work.
action.
I could be a big old hairy ape.
It's
He
a
can attack with
very
Raven.
long conversation to have while initiative.
Bargain
try
would
not
trust.
to,
Before he casts a spell, he's like, "Do it."
Try to
Do it!
try to think about what your characters are doing rather than metagaming and talk about stats, please. Otherwise, you'll never get damn inspiration. So, what will Dalcor do?
He's just gonna pop out Arcane Hand. Drop concentration on invisibility.
All right,
Hit him with my Arcane Hand.
the big bees hits, slamming into the giant, and I'll get you a fist token.
I am a
right,
flaming fist.
It just smacks the giant straight in the back. Giant's looking very hurt as well. And I presume you just wanted it like there, or
Just next to him. Right
Yeah.
next to her.
all right, I'll get a token on for that one. Bargle.
All right, recklessly going after her. Ho ho ho!
Sound like a crit. And
Yep.
that's it. All right, the giant is stumbling around, blood weeping from these wounds, and is about to collapse. Falls down to a knee, having to hold up her hand to try and stop herself from falling on the ground. She swings to the side, however, with a burst of strength and interposes her polder. The axe just does not break through her hellfire armor and just gets stopped dead there.
All right, bonus action for the crit.
You swing around and she manages to just kind of interpose her armor enough. So a 17 misses.
Yep.
Callan.
She didn't fall.
She's
You can do it.
she's not
Hit
prone.
it with
No.
that coin.
I gotta save Raven. I'm gonna run over to Raven's side and pull him out of the hot lava. Go take your attack of opportunity.
All right, Facade is okay. Facade is you're gonna take a little bit of fire damage, Callan, because you did start your turn near that lava. You take 8 fire damage. Okay, you come over here and the giant has its hand firmly grasped around Raven, and just Raven's basically completely submerged in that lava. So what do you do?
I'm gonna have my weapon attack. Spiritual weapon. Ooh, 1-1.
Nobody wants you to live.
Time Aura is just like doing like kind of like
Everyone's like,
sort
I
of
want
thing.
him. I want him.
Meh. Callan. Meh. All right, so you run over, you hold up the holy symbol, and you hear a loud bell toll. And the giant falls face first, slamming onto the ground. Immediately, Bell clicks his fingers, and he says, "I've seen enough." That giant is teleported over here, unconscious, rechained to that anvil. And Raven's body is just like in lava.
Bobbing.
Can I pull him out
Sure.
away from the fire?
All right.
Use the
Go over
grappling.
there.
You reach in and grab him out, and doing that burns you. All right. You're going to.
How many death saves do I need?
You don't have death saves, Raven. You're dead.
Oh,
But
Callan, you
Just
take
think
21
by
fire
reaching-
damage from pulling him out of the lava.
reaching into a space, you go into the heal baby.
you did not go into that space, otherwise you'd be taking a hell of a lot more damage.
I'm gonna pull a scroll of Revivify out and cast it on him.
Okay.
I'll move heal baby over to Callan while he's doing this wonderful thing.
Alright, you quickly pull Raven out and you take the spell scroll of Revivify. You quickly unravel it. You chant the few words required to articulate the spell. And it truly is hell. Because Raven's back alive on 1 hit point.
hey guys, did I get him?
Raven, you are with Revivify. It actually like kind of closes all mortal wounds, so you just see this like badly blistered body,
33 burns.
basically like just reform. He's not like scarred or anything like that. He looks as good as new.
Well, in that case, he can have the last 2 on the heal baby. So he's not totally scarred. Don't want him to look so bad.
That's okay. I'll take those two.
So it closes up all those horrible burn injuries that you would have had, Raven. And for you, it basically, I mean, it just felt like you're unconscious. The only thing that happens is if you have attunement to magic items, you lose attunement. So you lose attunement to your Ruby of the War Mage.
That's okay. We can fix that later.
You just have to look for it. Just reach into your bag of holding there and pull it out.
Hey, if I pull my own blood... Yeah, I put a bit of my blood in a vial. Because I died within 24 hours, so I can use that to summon a demon.
Okay. Fair enough.
I mean,
There we go.
Good work. Good entertainment. Perhaps you'll teach these fire giants some work ethic.
I think we could have taken 3 guys.
As I agreed, you have won the fight, and your reward is 10 soul coins, or equivalent currency.
All right. 100 gold piece worth of diamond dust.
Done.
And Balcarus is going to go fetch all this and deliver it. So, 100 gold pieces of diamond dust. Add that to your inventory, Raven.
Yep. I don't think that gets consumed. I didn't see it's consumed.
What spell is it for?
That's for greater restoration.
It gets consumed.
It does? Oh, okay. Then, like, 500 gold
I think it's more than 100 for greater. I could be wrong. I thought it was 300. No, it's 100.
No, 300's for the Revivify for 3 diamonds worth.
Yeah, that's Revivify. So you want more than that, or?
Yeah, we'll take
I mean, we should probably take like half of it in diamonds.
Yeah.
Very well.
And
I can't do the math.
it gives you another 1,400 gold pieces in 100
Oh, there you
GP
go.
diamonds.
There we
Wow.
go.
You are
15 Revivifies.
wise and you are kind.
How do you want the rest? Soul coins.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright.
Magic armor.
They spend the best here.
That you do see some weapon racks filled full of Hellfire weapons and Hellfire armor, but he says,
These are not for you. Puny little mortals.
Oh.
and then he just smiles and he clicks his fingers again. And everyone take a long rest. Because the next thing you know, you're not in Bell's Forge anymore. And we'll take a 10-minute break too. All he does is literally click his fingers and you're teleported. Everyone is transported.
Do we lose the exhaustion for the long rest?
Yep. If you have a level of exhaustion, that's going to go away. You'll get back all your hit points, all your spell slots. You'll get back 4 hit dice, and any wands or whatever that recharge on a dawn have actually recharged too. And you can also prepare new spells that you like.
Have we gained a level? Ah.
Nope.
All right, see you in a bit.
Next milestone. All right, so for milestones, for 10, you need to get 3 of the 9 adamantine rods, and for level 11, you need all 9 adamantine rods. So that's the next 2 milestones for you guys.
There you go.
Let's roll for 9. Let's
There you
roll
go.
for it.
You get 3 tonight and the other 6 next week.
Yeah,
All right,
good
see
luck
you in a
with
bit.
that. You have to be going. I don't know what you do to get that. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Hello, hello.
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 Hola, bienvenidos.
Okay, so as soon as you receive your reward from Bell, I'll just make sure that the 1400 GP of diamonds and the 5 soul coins. Alright, the diamonds going in party loot, I presume.
Yeah, I'll put them in.
Okay, and then I'll update the soul coins. I forgot to do that. So you guys have 26 soul coins. Alandir's hanging on to them. Your alignment's still evil, right, Alandir?
Yeah, they tried to convert it once and now he's bothered again. I'm a little concerned with my party.
Alright.
Guess they want me to be evil.
I thought that one time we all stayed overnight, that everyone got turned back to
Yeah,
their...
Zaga got changed back.
I never did.
Oh, well.
Otherwise, yeah, those soul coins are going to be quite heavy.
I don't think he was there when we were doing that. I think he was still AFK.
He's
Or
been
not
yeah, he's been too far gone anyway. He wouldn't have returned back to normal.
He likes being evil.
It's been too long.
No, I'm lawful evil.
Yeah, Callan's fault. He had no faith.
I'll take the blame.
Okay.
So alright, so yeah, just with a click of Bell's fingers, there's obviously some sort of magic around the volcano. Because he's just like, he's not casting spells, like he didn't like teleport you guys, he didn't cast teleport on any of these giants. He's just like clicking his fingers and things are happening. Some sort of dark magic that he explained. And that time, after he given you the reward and clicked your fingers, you guys find yourselves about 5 miles from Bell's Forge, if you had to estimate. Just out on like an open plain. And the 6 of you are here. You don't have your vehicles. You're out on the hellscape. And the imp Balkaros is with you guys. And you're not sure how much time has passed because everyone feels kind of fresh. And you don't remember preparing your spells, but your spells are prepared. Because, I mean, that takes probably like 2 hours to prepare spells. Or an hour at least. So you've lost some time. And you find yourselves walking towards the River Styx with Balkaris. And everyone's just kind of come to their senses. All around the same time. You have no recollection of what happened since leaving Bell's Forge. Up until this moment. Balkaris is traveling with you and he turns towards you, all this little imp, and he smiles.
Hey, good fight. Bell very happy with you. He let you go free now.
Uh-huh. Any idea where we should go be free at?
Yes, yes. We are going to see the Sibriacs, remember?
Yeah. And we gotta go like down the river Styx to see that and whatnot.
Yes. We are going to a boat. We are meeting with my friend Grinjack. Grinjack has a boat. He can take you all. He can take your war machines too, but they are in the forge. The bearded devils, they will look after the machines. You won't need them for now. Bell will put them behind the forge when you are ready to pick them up. We must keep careful watch out. Because she may be watching us. She has her spies.
Awesome.
So, I have made this journey before. We go to the barge, we go through the Stygian dock, past the watchtower, and we arrive at the Sibriacs. You
Right then.
may get question asked to you from Big Fat Amneso. You make sure you know tell what we are doing, yes?
Do we kill him then?
As soon as I get 5th level spells, I'm gonna Gaius Raven. Just as soon as that happens.
So, ready to go? Look. And Balcarus points, just like this handout, with this long clawed hand. And up ahead, you can see the shore of the river Styx, with a barge, an iron barge, moored on the shore, some couple 100 feet away from you all. There are a number of figures atop this barge. One that stands out is a bone devil. Shall we go? It's only about 30 feet long, 15 feet wide. So you guys happy to have Balcarus take you to the Cypriax?
Yeah, I guess. Let's go.
Alright, he's not using your map either, but when you look on your map, you do see Cypriax. It's actually on the map. Here's that map as well. So the idea is, so he seems to be making some sense in
Does your map
comparison
talk
to
to us when you get there?
locations. You presume it will. You're not there yet,
Oh.
though.
Oh, okay.
You're not anywhere on the map at the
I thought
moment.
you said when we seen it. Okay.
You're like, according to him, he's actually like making some sense of the map. You're going from Bell's Forge, you're heading to the Stygian Dock, you're heading down the River Styx, past the Styx watchtowers, and off to the Cypriax. So you come to the shore of this barge. As you arrive, you see this iron barge waiting for you here. It looks great. It's on the River Styx, and you've kind of followed this iron road from Bell's volcano all the way up to this barge. And you've actually encountered quite a few bearded devils on this short journey. It's only a few 100 feet, but you've run into a patrol of 3 bearded devils twice. They just seem to pop out of nowhere. They don't give you any trouble. They know Balcarus. So this barge, it actually has 12 merigons that seem to operate the oars. 6 oars, 3 merigons. No, wait. 2 merigons on each oar. They're just sitting on these wooden or iron seats, getting ready to row. Lashed to the sides of this barge are demon skulls and bones. And Balcarus says, "Hey, Grinjak, look, Bell sent me. We need river travel to Cypriax." A bone devil buzzes on over and plants its feet firmly on the ground to scrutinize you all. I mean, this thing is made of bone that's got some skin tightly strapped around its skeletal frame. Stretched around its skeletal frame, insectoid wings. You fought one before. And anyway, Grinjak places his hands on his bony hips.
You coming from Bell Forge? I am Grinjak. I am in charge of this barge.
And he's speaking in common, so you guys can understand him. The imps also speak in common. And he's waiting for a response. He doesn't look like he's going to let you guys on without knowing who you are.
Well, who are you?
Alandir, great swordsman, and I bow.
I don't care about your mortal names. I mean, who are you?
For the company of the Lucky Lady.
Lucky lady.
No, we're just going down to talk. We heard you could take us to. Is there special names where we're calling this, Balcarus?
We're going to the Cypriax. That is where we're going, Grinjak. Yes, I know that, Balcarus. You said you are taking them to the Cypriax, but I need to know, make sure They are not spies. There have been spies. Bell has mentioned them.
We're not spies. Bell sent us. Now take us, or you can deal with him.
That sounds like something a spy would say.
Grinjack says.
Yeah, but would the spies bring around Balkaros, who's like Bell's right-hand man's friend?
How do I know? Balcarus is not under duress.
Should we just
You
beat
could
you up?
ask him.
Can I cast detect thoughts with the helmet? Is that like an action? Like, do I have to do like somatic anything, or it just happens?
Yeah, with the detect thoughts, I think you need to actually cast a spell, I guess. Let me see what it says.
You can use an action to cast from the helmet.
Yeah, that would. What is the detect thoughts? What are the components for that? So it's
All three.
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, everyone's going to see casting a spell.
It means I don't know.
Whether or not they even know what that spell is, well, highly unlikely. Devils aren't really known to have much experience with magic and arcane weave.
I'll just walk behind Bargle and do it.
So I was told that you could help us to get in there. I mean, if you're not, then we can go back and talk with Bell and figure out some other ways of getting there.
Balcarus says, yeah, we go talk to Bell.
And,
Yeah, we'll tell Bell that you didn't let us pass.
Well, yeah, because we don't want to tell our things and what our business is to use either, because we don't know your intentions. You could be spies. You see how we get to an impasse like that?
Yeah.
All right,
Couldn't we just arrange passage from one place to another and not have to worry about anybody's intentions and just...
Okay. Me just need to check.
And
Okay.
yeah, Zalkor, he doesn't like really pay much attention to you casting a little Dwemer behind Bargle there, and you detect his surface thoughts, and this is what you hear.
These guys very persistent. Me gonna get in trouble if I not let them by, yes. Balcarus, he pet of Bell. Me better let them on quickly. Come on then, me let you on quickly.
Okay, thank you very much.
And that's just his surface thoughts. If you want to probe deeper, then he makes a wisdom save. And he'll know that you're probing into his mind. He jumps on, and there's basically just these wooden benches that you guys can sit on. Balcarus perches up next to Grinjack. And
I wave at the baby faces.
yeah, the heap of these Merregons here. They all look identical. They do have baby faces. But their heads are basically disjoined from the rest of their bodies. They kind of dangle like they don't actually have a neck, move up and down like a bobblehead. And it's actually, you're not sure if it's his head or just a mask, but its flesh is this like, purple colored, like demonic looking flesh. And it really is unsettling to look at these things. But their heads bobble around as they row the barge. And you guys get on and continue on your merry way. As you make your way down the river Styx, you see tributaries of it. And you actually notice something. Some of the river Styx is kind of like spilling off and into this disgusting big trough of what looks like squirming maggots. Anyway, you guys just continue navigating the Styx. And you guys travel down, and you're making like good time, because it doesn't seem like it's very long before you start to arrive at a Stygian dock. Now this dock is where, like, remember when you went for a test 221 with your good friend Bathelstein? The Horn Devil that dunked you guys in the river Styx.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
This is one of those docking stations where Zariel's flying fortress goes and refuels. Zariel's fortress this time is not home, and you guys see Basilstein. He just kind of waves at you guys, waves at Crinjack and Balcaros, and you guys just head on through. You continue down the river Styx, and Balcaros say, "Okay, I'm needing to get out here. This one, Watchtower." And the cartographer actually starts speaking at this stage, just out of nowhere. And you look on the map, and you do see Styx watchtowers on the map. The Styx is the demon's gateway into the Nine Hells. The devils keep a watchful eye on its shores. And Crinjack moors the barge along the Styx as a tributary of the Styx kind of wraps around this structure. It's a multi-level tower, and it looks very drab. It's unadorned, save for this plain, rectangular staircase. Kind of like a rectangular staircase that switched back on itself. And you guys pull up. There's an entrance. This like switchback staircase leads up to a doorway. And Crinjack just stays there, and Balcaros says, "Okay, need to going and saying why we are here. Hey, you got good story? Why you're going through River Styx?" Balcaros says.
What else is down the river Styx other than the Cypriot that might be someplace we could be going?
Maybe you say Devil got the contract with you. You're going to me delivering your souls? I don't know.
Okay.
This is what the watchtower looks like on this handout. It's like this drab-looking building overlooking the Styx with chains dangling off of it. You can see a couple of spine devils atop the tower, and there are actually two other towers, like clearly visible from one tower to another. You can see fireball streaking down from the sky above. The river Styx itself really just looks like a mixture of lava and blood. So anyway,
Okay.
you guys get out, and here you go. The boat's just kind of docked up here, and this is just like a side view of the tower. And two spine devils atop the tower. They raise their wings up and look down at you guys. Balcaros waves them, gives them a bit of a wave, and the spine devils they basically disappear behind the parapet of the tower. The tower looks like a clawed hand reaching up to try and claw its way free from this hell. There are arrow slits lining the sides of the tower. And this is the top-down version.
We're in two places at once. Okay.
Oh yeah, you can see the top tower map here as well. But probably shouldn't be able to see that. Let me hide it.
All
It's
right.
a battle map.
You guys wait here as I'll go see if I can check in and whatnot.
Balcaros says, No, we all must go.
Oh.
Must all check in.
Do we go around this way?
Yes. Alright, you head up this switchback.
How come
Balcaros
Kellen's still hurt?
leads.
He doesn't like believing long rests against his religion.
The luck wasn't with him.
Alright, it's just the door is literally a stone slab. There's no handles. There's no door knocker. And you hear like a crossbar being moved or something as you guys approach the doorway. And you're met by a bearded devil. He Just opens the door. And you look inside and you see about 10 bearded devils and 10 hellhounds. They're milling about here. They look kind of bored. The hellhounds growl. And you see rectangular stone tables and benches, which are empty. There are spare pole arms and scale armor suitable for these devils on racks along the walls, but each and every bearded devil also has a glaive. The hellhounds watch you intently as well, growling under their breath.
Offer them guitars and see if they can play She Got Legs.
So
There's
we got to see in here?
bearded devil, not in the mood for conversation. Just points you over here without saying a word. Steps to the side where you see just a gap in the ceiling and an iron ladder leading up. When you're all in, you do see this massive iron bar. He lifts it up, he slams the door shut, and basically locks you guys inside.
Okay, start heading up the ladder.
Alright, this white dotted line represents the hole in the ceiling. Alright, you guys climb up, and it's just a 10-foot climb. It's a single story. Valkyrus is right near you guys, and just if anyone's being nervous, he just says, relax, we good, my slaves. You climb up to the second floor, and this floor is strewn with hooked chains and manacles that are bolted to the walls. And Valkyrus rubs his hands. Maybe I use this.
Quite the jump from the ladder to the outside of the... Or can we walk up around this way?
No, that's the walls. They're walls. There's these are arrow slits looking out. These are walls. And this ladder continues all the way up to the top of the watchtower.
Oh.
Yeah,
Is this where we gets off here? Sorry
Yeah.
to talk to these guys? Okay.
Yeah, you do have to kind of stretch a little bit to get up. It really looks like this is designed for creatures that fly.
Yeah.
The ladder is just like a pleasantry. Anyway, you head up through this hole, and you see an armchair. And its armrests and legs are fitted with iron shackles. The back of it aligned with spikes. And there are little tubes coming down the backrest at about chest height. With little, it looks like kind of funnels. So, you could pour some hot oil down there or something. It's obviously a torture room. And anyway, there's a chain devil that watches you guys intently. Keeps the chains firmly wrapped around his face. And an amnesu. The amnesu is standing there, and he's got a big old notepad in his hand. And he looks down at you. He's got spectacles on as well. He doesn't really have a nose, but if he did, he'd be looking down at you from his nose. What do we have here? Valkyrus says, let me speak. Me speaking. I am delivering this mortal souls to devil downriver Styx. Oh, is that so? Well, I'll need everyone's details one at a time, please. Line up. I'll need to get your details. Get you cleared for passage on the river Styx, and then you can be on your way. Line up.
Okay, where's we gonna lines up? I'll start the line. I'll be here.
He's got this big notepad, and he's ready to take details. Valkyrus just watches.
Oh, that was good counting by me and fast.
The chain devil says, "Get over here!" And he whoosh, just whips Callan into line. The Amnesu says, "Oh, we're going to do it like this then." And he hovels on over here. And he looks up at you, Nico. Name?
Nico.
Occupation?
Mortal.
Start scribbling this down.
Adventurer, maybe.
Mortal adventurer. Good. How long are you planning to stay in Avernus for?
As little as possible, but I suspect I'm going to be here for a long time.
Where is your place of residence?
The prime material plane.
Where will you be staying in Avernus?
We stay when we do stay. We stay at Mahardy's.
He's
the
noting all this
Wandering
down.
Emporium.
Very good. Now take off all your clothes and stand over near the chair. Strip down, please. Remove all weapons, magic items, holy symbols, arcane focus, and we'll continue our next stage of this check over there.
I glance over at Baldur, so it makes that looks like that's like a normal thing.
Baldur just kind of shrugs his shoulders.
All right.
Do it.
Sure. I mean, I'll put all my stuffs in a nice little pile. I put it all in the backpack. Move over here.
All right. How do you feel, Nico?
I'm okay. I'm like one with nature. It's fine.
All right. You've got like a little olive branch down there. Still,
Boy,
you can keep the olive branch.
I got a kilt. I could just keep the billowing. That'd be fine.
Last time this happened to me, two guys started a fight, so I didn't have to. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Next, he says impatiently.
I guess that's Braggle or Callan. Oh,
I'll step up.
What is your name?
Callan.
Oh, you rake. Is that holy water I smell?
Yes.
Disgusting. Absolutely putrid. I can't even stand to speak to you. Just get away from me. Go.
Okay, fiend.
And he just like directs you over here. The chain devil's just like watching everyone. Next, he says.
Up, already naked.
Very insightful. What is your name?
Sound cool.
What is your favorite color?
Tan? No. Blue?
And what is my middle name?
Awesome.
Incorrect.
You know, toss me off the bridge of doom.
No. But you'll be whipped.
Maybe I
Prepare
like
to
it.
receive your whipping.
All
Do
right,
not flinch.
dig it.
Okay. He pulls out this whip and he's gonna whip. Do not flinch, he says. And
Do not whip.
it's
Watch him whip. Watch him nay.
the chain devil chuckles and whoosh! He whips, alright. There's an explosion of force damage. It hits you for 50 points of damage.
Is that all you got?
You're still standing. And he just smirks at you. And he points to Callan. Over there! And he pushes you a little bit, Zalcor. He's a bit of a bully. I guess I have time to process the rest of you. You there, big man. Oh! Okay. What?
I thought you were talking to me when he said big man.
Was I next? I guess I'm not next.
What's your name?
Alan dear.
Alan. Dear. Alright, who's the devil that you've been sent to as payment? By Balcurus. Name the devil.
Bell.
Balcurus. He just like meeps. Bell? Bell? You're going to be received by Bell?
Yeah, sure.
And for what reason are you being received by Bell? What contract have you reneged on?
Oh, what do you mean received?
Baldur said that you're being delivered to a devil as payment down the river Styx. That is your purpose for transport. Baldur is looking at you like he's doing like the kind of stop talking notions.
We don't know who Bell's delivering us to. We're just slaves.
Oh, I thought you said who we were working with. Yeah, I
You're
don't
not
know
supposed to
who
be
we
telling
were.
anyone you're working with Bell.
Oh, oops.
He's like a traitor. He's like, you guys are spies for him.
I meant Belvedere. Did I say Bell? I meant Belvedere.
Oh! Alright, make a deception check, Alan, dear. That was a good save. You can have advantage. That was a pretty good save.
Yeah, boy.
Let me see. Deception. Ooh.
Oh! I don't know who that is. I thought you meant Bell, the former ruler of Avernus. An easy mistake to make. I don't like being embarrassed by revealing my mistakes. So you go over there with him and get naked.
Can I take my clothes off here or over there?
Wherever you want.
Okay.
And you! What is your name backwards?
I am Modest the Vargle.
Make your guilt billow.
What is your name backwards?
Lugrarb.
Lies! Your name is Boggle. Do you understand that it's a serious offense to give misleading information?
Explain that.
Take the whip.
You need to be punished. But I like you. So how about we just shake on it? And he extends his gangly looking hand.
Vargle reluctantly shakes it.
Alright. When he shakes your hand, you just feel this intense pain, and he channels you with negative energy. And it hits. You hit for 48 points of necrotic damage.
These guys got gnarly hits, dude. Oh, man.
Fool! I am in charge here. You go stand over with them. And he points over towards Zalcor and Callan. I smell a puny little runt. He tries to tower over Raven.
I look around.
His wings are kind of look like hunched claws, kind of trying to interpose them over you. And
Hi.
what's the
My
name
name's
of
Raven.
your hometown?
My name's Raven. I'm from El Terrell. I was born the son of a poxy whore and a sailor from Baldur's Gate. In my early years, I was a sage and studied at a temple. But then I decided I'd go on a little trip and adventure and walk around. And then one day I found a dog, and the dog bit me, so I had to kill it. But it was okay, because, I fixed it later, and then it liked me again. And I like chili. Do you like chili? You should try chili sometime. You should come to the Prime Material Plane and visit me. I think you'd like it up there. You'd be like incredibly godlike up there. Because, just look at you. You're like, wow. So imposing.
The amnesia just stares at you as you blurt all this out. And he then looks down at his notepad. And he scribbles in it in silence for the next minute.
Uh-huh.
And then
one day
no more.
I seen a unicorn, and it was neat. And I wonder if unicorn tastes like deer.
The chain devil says, "Come on, pal. That's enough."
All right.
And
Anytime you want to hear more, just let me know.
after speaking to Raven, the Amnesu casts or uses its forgetfulness ability on itself, willingly failing its saving throw, so it becomes stunned and forgets everything it learned about Raven for the last 5 hours.
Oh, the last 5. So you get to redo this whole situation.
But you feel like he's written some reminders on his notepad, but he just like goes into like this state, just foaming at the mouth.
Push him over.
Here, have a drink of water. Give him some water from the river.
The chain devil says, "Don't try anything funny."
Okay.
Says the guy who looks funny.
Water's not funny. It's just water.
We should probably take that page from his book while he's
Okay.
Water wet.
Are we okay?
The amnesia snaps out of it, and he looks around. Ugh. And then he starts to look at
And one
his...
day I stubbed my toe.
The chain devil tries to wrap chain around your mouth, Raven.
Okay.
And the Amnesu, he then refers to his notepad, and he says, "Yep, it looks like everything's in order here. Continue on to your next destination."
Okay, thanks. I just grab my stuff. Don't bother getting dressed again. Put the backpack on.
He
Start
doesn't
heading
even
down.
do anything. Like, when you guys are naked there, he doesn't, like, search any of your gear or anything. He just, like, basically gets you to stand there naked for no apparent reason.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I remember this guy.
Nothing to hide.
I'll just head on back to the ship naked. I'll put on my kilt while I'm there.
Okay. Alright, you guys head out of the tower, back onto the barge. And Valkyrus, he just says,
Phew! Oh, that's so close. Yeah, if they find out we working for Bell against Zario, then we big trouble. Me gonna get turned into Lima.
We go back to the barge. To
Sorry,
the
Val.
rhythm
Val-
of the night.
Alright, you head back to Crinjack. And Crinjack says,
So how did it go? All
Good.
clear?
Well,
Yeah, we saw clears. They let us go. So it's
I was, and I glared at Alan Deer.
ship shape. Let's go.
okay.
A little hurt, but
You guys jump in
I'm
the
doing a little-
barge, and you continue on down the river Styx. And anyone who was injured, take a short rest. But yeah, there's the Samnisu, I mean, they're pretty cruel, arrogant, and bullying, as you can tell. They don't really seem to care how much that hurt with those attacks that they afflicted you guys with. So you're traveling a little while down the river Styx, and you start to see more of these like obsidian arches stretch the river, and it looks like there's a docking station up ahead. And the cartographer says, "A breeder of horrors and a hoarder of secrets. A Siberiax is said to be as old as the abyss." And you see these spiky chains lashing a 15-foot diameter floating blob of quivering flesh to a 20-foot tall wrought iron scaffold. And there are several fiends here when you guys pull up at the barge. So you see this thing. This is the blob, wrapped in chains. It's chained to some scaffolding, and there's like it looks like a slab. It's like a stone slab. The slab itself is not attached to anything, but this thing seems to float, and it's like yanking at the scaffolding with chains, keeping it grounded.
Are they infernal chains?
Probably. There are 2 chain devils and 2 hellhounds, and the chain devils seem to be kind of squeezing these chains on the Siberiax. And I'll show you the Siberiax handout. quite a disgusting creature. Dripping with ichor, and you can see ichor puddled below it.
Just go swim in it.
Around the area, there are like just like pools of lava and places where it looks like meteors have hit the ground and whatnot. Yeah, this thing is disgusting, and demon ichor is oozing from its wounds. The fiends here are obviously torturing it, and this jackal-headed figure. He's using a bronze horn to yell loudly at the bloated prisoner in multiple languages. He's sitting cross-legged, and he's flying 50 feet in the air in a sitting position. And he's got a horn. And as you guys approach, he you hear him like yell out,
Stupid blob creature! Tell me everything you know about demons in the Blood War! Stupid blob creature! Tell me everything you know about Baldur! Stupid blob creature! Tell me everything you know about...
and then he stops. And this creature's just like murmuring. And
I agree.
the Arcanoloth, the fox-headed, the jackal-headed creature that's yelling out the dumb questions, stops and he like yells a question at you guys.
Hey, you! Mortals! What are you doing here?
We've come to ask the stupid blob creature some things.
Hey, that's a chatter. It's me, Baccharos. I can see that, you're Baccharos. What do you think I'm stupid? I'm busy asking questions. But I guess you can ask some too. Bell sent you, yes? He already told me you're coming. But good luck getting any information about this stupid blob thing. Let me show you how to do it. Stupid blob creature! Where is Sword of Zariel? See? It just speaks stupid. Tighten the chains.
And you see the chain devils tighten the chains. And the thing lets out a demented roar of pain.
Funny to watch it squirm.
Right, but you don't want to accidentally kills it and whatnot. So maybe loosen the chains a little bit and it'll be happy and then it'll tells you some things.
He yells, the Arcanoloth yells down at you.
I've been torturing for a long time. You don't need to tell me how to torture. But if you think you're so smart, I'll give you 3 soul coins if you can make it talk.
The Syriax just gives you like a sad, demented look.
Yeah. So's... Do we just ask it a question?
If I
Anyone speak idiotese? That only language it know.
Is it a demon
Sounds
or
like
a
it speaks
devil?
indigestion. I can speak that.
It's a demon. Look how ugly it is. Not that they'd even know if it's a demon. Hey, stupid demon! Are you a demon?
do those chains prevent like teleportation and stuff? Or
This one? Yes! It no can do magic.
what about if someone does magic on it?
Me already tried lots of magic on it. What you going to do to it?
Does it work?
Hey! You're not gonna try anything. It must stay in chain. You try to make it go free of chain? And? We're gonna have a problem, okay?
I don't see much of a problem, but okay.
As this thing sits here, like there's this this ichor coming off it is like hissing loudly when it hits the ground, and you can actually see the devils, despite them restraining the Sibriax in chains and Fetch Tatter, they're all giving it a wide berth. And I mean, no demon ichor is dangerous, and this ichor, it audibly hisses when it hits the pool beneath it.
Poor creature.
Fat Chatter just kind of waves you guys off, and yeah, he just crosses his arms with his legs crossed, hovering 50 feet in the air, looking down at you guys.
So I ask our little imp friend, like, if we can we just ask our questions out loud here? Or can the people around here be trusted?
You must ask out loud. It's okay. We all with Bell here.
Okay. So
Bell not watch us. Zariel not watch us here.
Cypriax, we've come to ask about the adamantine rods that were stolen from Bell's. Do you know the locations of them?
The Cypriax speaks to you telepathically as it's making these moaning noises.
Please help me.
And it says that one by one into all of your minds. Talcor, Alandir, Callan, Vargal, Raven, Nico, you all hear it.
Help me.
Ow, I say back in my mind.
Free me of these bonds. They torture me. The pain is too much. Release me.
But we do need the information. I mean, this definitely feels bad for you.
I know all. The devils, the Ugoloths, they are feeble of mind. The knowledge I hold within my brain would explode their little peanut-sized excuses for brains. If you free me, you may have all of my font of knowledge dripping down into your minds endlessly.
But I mean, your kinds aren't really known for keeping your ends of the bargains and all. So how do we know that as soon as we don't free you, you're gonna just leave or try and kill everybody or anything like that, and then we don't get our informations?
Very well. I will give you information as a gesture of good faith. And I will tell you much more once I am free. You must destroy the chains to free me. You say you want to know where the adamantine rods are. I know all. The rods, they are scattered across this land. Remember my words.
And the Cybriax is going to tell you where the 9 rods are.
Okay. So look
All
at the
right,
other.
everyone forgive Bargle.
What?
Bargle's giving in to one of his personality traits. He's gonna attack Bargle at this point when he hears that this thing's gonna tell him where the rods are. Bargle's gonna attack Jank to the west of him.
Alright, it's like telling you this information first. So you want to react straight away?
Yeah, that's basically one of Bargle's personality traits.
Before
Problems head on, simple solutions, and
before it's even told you anything?
We getting the
In this
just
scenario, yeah.
good bait first.
He said he was going to give you the information for free, and then give you more information if you free him. So did you...
Okay. Sorry, I missed that. So
Yeah, he said
so
he'll
I'm
give
just saying,
you...
as soon as you get the information, Bargo's going to begin attacking. So as soon as the first information comes,
Sure. Alright, he says, where hell riders lie dead, where queens have failed, where machines lie broken, where binds are sundered, where souls languish, where illusions smile, where charlatans wander, where souls are watched, where the knowledge of many worlds abound. They are my answers. As cryptic as they may be, they will provide you hints to the locations. I will be happy to divulge the exact locations once I am free, and I'll even tell you the answer to one of them. Where queens have failed is Zariel's wrecked fortress. And I'll give you a hand out of that. So, bam. That's the Cybriax's answers. Where hellriders lie dead, where queens have failed, where machines lie broken, where binds are sundered, where souls languish, where illusions smile, where charlatans wander, where souls are watched, where the knowledge of many worlds abound, with the first location instantly divulged, the wrecked fortress. Wrecked flying fortress.
For where the knowledge of many worlds abound, I look around, see is there one around here somewhere?
You don't see any adamantine. So, Boggle, you're drawing your action,
his
swinging out
bond
the
fight for
chain.
things that cannot. Well, going right at the jank right to west of him, then that's a chain afterwards. But yeah, I'm basically fighting Bargle's bond. Fight for those that can't fight for themselves, and direct head-on solution.
Alright, the second you raise your axe to strike the chain, Feta Chatter just like stops lazing about and opens his eyes wide open, and he yells, "They're trying to break it out! Kill them!" Fetch Chatter says, and we'll roll initiative. The chain devils look like they're going to react by grabbing you guys with chains, obviously, and the hellhounds growl and begin running towards you, while Fetch Tatter, he looks like he's about to cast a spell or something. Alright, Zalcor, you're up first.
I mean, these things are like a demon. Feel that compelled for Mr. Demon?
Apparently does.
Okay.
All my movement right there. And I will... Who's up next? Okay. I will... Okay, I'll Arcane Hand next to Fetch Chatter.
Alright, when you cast that spell, the Arcana Loft will cast counter spell.
Counterspell.
His counterspell.
Yeah, you can do that.
One person or two people? It's up to you guys.
He will. He will. He's better at it.
Okay. Go for it. Alright, you instantly counterspell him. Ah! And he grumbles at you. Alright, the hand. Fist. It looks like it. Darkwall, hello?
It's a fist, yeah.
Fist. Alright. The arcane fist slams into him. 20 is a hit. And it just kind of knocks him in the air a little bit.
Oh shit, that's my fucking button. Here it is.
This chain devil is going to start running over, taking a dash action, running towards you guys. Callan.
Oh, yeah, summon the coins of Timora.
Alright, Spirit Guardians. Alright, 15-foot swirling radius of energy surrounds you. Smart.
And all my friends in that blob on the platform up there will be immune to it.
Okay.
Zalka, did you do your potence for the day?
I did.
Okay.
Any movement or bonus action, Callan?
I'll move to there. Maybe another 5 feet.
Alright, this chain devil is going to use his action to cause some of the chains lashed around the Sybarex to actually unleash. It's not enough to free the demon, but they start to rise up and he animates them. So he has 4 animated chains surrounding him. You guys know how these guys work. And
Oh no, he's a metal bender.
He's got like total of basically 6 chains now. 2 around his arms and then another 4 that are moving of their own accord around him. Alandir.
I will move to here for 5 feet. Attack the Hellhound with my sword. 14 hit.
It's a mess. It goes over the top of the Hellhound as it ducks underneath you.
Alright. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. What am I doing? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 60. I'll go there.
Alright, this Hellhound starts to run around the side of the Ichor pool and dashes after Alandir, skirting around him. Arrgh. Baldur just looks at Bargle and says, "Ah, you idiot! You're gonna hear about this." And
Don't worry about it, we're still gonna get his stuff back.
the imp turns invisible and starts to fly away. Nico.
Okay. I kind of agree with the you idiot type mentality, but I'll let you go. I'll up above. I will cause a lightning cloud to summon.
Okay.
I'll drop one over on the whatever fire creature and thing, but it's this whole should be this whole area kind of.
Yeah, it'll cover the pretty much. It'll always cover the entire map most of the time, and you're shooting the Arcanoloth, right?
Yep.
All right, lightning bolt explodes next to him, and he seems quite resistant to the magic, and he succeeds with a 20. Has advantage. Okay. And the lightning, actually, it barely did anything. He's actually resistant as well.
Okay.
The Arcanoloth, he says, now you know counterspell me! And he flies up 70 feet. So he's not in counterspell range. And he's going to say, counterspell this! And he points his finger at the ground. And he casts a spell. It's a 30-foot cube. 10, 20, 30. Oh, a bit too big. And he's going to do it here. All right. Yeah, he doesn't care about the Hellhound. He's an Arcanoloth. All right, he points his finger at that area, and everyone in that area needs to make a Constitution saving throw. You start to feel all the moisture drawn out of you. Hellhound balks as well. And Callan, you succeed, taking 20 necrotic damage. Zalcor, you succeed, taking 20 necrotic damage. Raven, you fail, taking 41 necrotic damage. And the Hellhound screams horribly and is almost completely destroyed. The searing pain caused you to drop concentration on the Big Beast's hand, Zalcor.
I used luck.
Okay, reroll.
I did.
Oh, okay, you're good.
Sorry, I don't talk very loud, so my mic doesn't pick up everything I say, so.
No problem. I see it there. And then the Arcanoloth grits at you and says, "How me gonna do something even bigger next time?"
Well, come down here and tell it to my face.
He then yells at the Cybriax, "Stupid demon! Why you got these humans helping you?" And he's going to fly up another 10 feet.
Did Callens lose his Spirit Guardian?
Okay, disappeared.
I must have accidentally deleted it. But no, he did not lose concentration. He made the save.
That's his last level 8 spell.
Alright, again, you don't know that. That would be metagaming.
I know.
Try to not metagame, please, because otherwise no one's ever going to get DM inspiration. Okay, the Hellhound, because I don't metagame either, so I would expect you guys not to. Alright, this Hellhound just oh sorry, it's supposed to be a wisdom save, so I mean it gets it's still a fail. And I think you rolled like super low on the Spirit Guardians, 4. So it actually survives that. I know it doesn't. That's enough to kill it. The Hellhound just explodes with a tuft of smoke, leaving a black stain on the ground. A little gout of flame. Raven.
All right. Oh, Mr. Canaloth. I think I want you to come down and play with us, please. Let me just check something here. Yeah, why don't you come down and play with us?
Okay. Strength save. Alright, he has advantage. 16?
16 is a save. Damn it.
Alright, you start to see the yellow strips surround the Arcanoloth and bring it down. But then they just immediately break away. You're going into the eye core, that very
Oh,
dangerous
no,
eye
I
core
just-
that I described earlier.
Yeah, just moving to
You're
there.
still going to be in it there.
Oh, well, fine.
This spell has not persisted either.
10,
I mean, you can move
15,
there if you want. I was just warning you against
25.
it.
There. Yeah, I'm going to go to there, and then I'm going to fix myself a little bit. There you go. All right, and that'll be my turn.
Bargle.
We'll start with a bonus action read.
Against Jank.
And I'm gonna hit Jank recklessly in the face.
Change your mind from the chain? That misses.
Oh, I'm gonna do both. Jank, I miss, and I'm gonna go with the chain with the second attack.
Chain won't be affected.
That hits the chain. Chain is affected.
Oh, yeah.
And you start to buckle one of those links, and another good hit like that, and that chain is going to be broken.
And then I'll action surge one more against Jank.
That'll hit.
Oof.
You hit the chain devil hard. It's not enough to put him in a bloodied state, but he definitely feels that, and he stumbles side to side.
And the second attack against the chain.
Yeah, that chain is gone. And what happens is you just sever the chain, and you see the scaffolding kind of fly up a little bit. It's kind of almost like a helium balloon. It bobs up and down, but he's still attached by 5 other chains.
Shazam.
Zalcor.
Guess I'll fly the hand 60 feet closer to him.
Right, reaches him easily.
Oh, he's in range.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, he started 50 feet up, so
Yeah,
he only went up 30 feet.
He only moved 30.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
The fist catches him easily.
I'm going to hit him with my arcane hand. Whoa, man! Stop.
It hits.
Sorry about
You
that.
hit him
wall
with
attack.
the Encyclopedia Britannica. That hand just smashes into the Arcana Loft. And he yells out at you, "You don't know that I'm not gonna die, right?"
And then for my action, you know what? I'm gonna be super rude, and I'm going to cast Gravity Sinkhole. Let's see, what's the range on that?
No idea.
20-foot radius sphere. 20-foot radius sphere.
Sure spell. Don't ask me.
It's
There's a lot. There's like multiple spells.
I can look it up. The range
20-foot radius.
the range is 120 feet. Yeah, it's like a fireball template.
And then I'll put the sphere or the radius like just below his feet, so it kind of pulls him into it,
Sure.
to the middle, so it pulls him closer to the ground. And then I'm gonna portent his save to a 1.
Okay. All right. He has advantage. So I always get confused. I think that means you portent the higher save with portent. So the higher one becomes a 1. Basically, it negates his advantage. I think that's how it works with portent. So he's going to make a con save. Yeah, I think basically like disadvantage becomes super disadvantage, and advantage becomes like not advantage. All right, so you portent a 1, and that would give him 16.
Yeah, it saves. So he's not pulled, but he takes half that damage.
Okay, and the force is just like ripping him apart. It's ripping off his fur, and he's getting damaged.
And that's my turn. Move back towards like this edge of the corner here.
The Chain Devil makes a Wisdom save. And he'll take half damage against the Spirit Guardians. He's going to run up and he's going to animate 4 chains for his action. And Callum's going to roll 3d8 at some stage.
At some point.
Nice.
Callum.
Okay. What's that one? Fetch Tatter? Oh, that's that fox
Yeah.
demon.
He's 80 feet above you. And then you've got this Chain Devil who's run up to you and poof, animated 4 wicked chains around him.
Okay, so I'll summon the spiritual weapon to attack that chain devil.
Alright, the lucky coin of Timora comes out. And it hits.
21.
Poof, it slams straight into him. And feel free to move this coin around if you want it somewhere else.
Slapping him in the head.
That was
Alright,
a weird
that's
sounding coin.
Action? That was on your bonus.
Oh, that was about. I'll swing my mace.
Alright, well,
Gotta get closer to him.
you
Correct.
might want to be within 5 feet for that. Otherwise, it's not going to affect him. So I'll move you. Crit.
He's got really long arms.
Are you you boop him with a mace, and we'll go over to this Chain Devil now next to Bargle. Alright, this Chain Devil's going to try and whip you with a chain around his left arm. And he misses you. He'll try one of his animated chains. And whoosh, it hits you. And you take 5 slashing damage. The chain also wraps around you and grapples you. The razor-sharp barbs of the chain are piercing through your flesh. While you're grappled, you're also restrained. Right, he's got you there with the chains. And he's going to move, dragging you along with him towards Raven.
No.
He's going to use one of his animated chains on Raven.
Ah, you
Miss.
suck.
He'll use another animated chain on Raven.
Some German dungeon porn going on here.
It hits. And same thing happens. You take 12 slashing damage. You're grappled, restrained, and the razor-sharp barbs are slashing into your flesh. And then the chain on his right arm, he'll actually just whip that at you too, Raven. And whoosh, he hits you for 11 slashing. And then 2, 3, 4, 5. And then his spare animated chain is going to attack Bargle. And Bargle, that hits you for 4 slashing. And he's got both of you grappled. The other 4 chains are not grabbing anyone. Raven, you lose your concentration.
I didn't have anything concentrating on.
Exactly.
I have a belly button.
Alan, dear. At the start of your turn, this Chain Devil looks over at you, and you need to make a wisdom save against being frightened. This guy here uses his reaction, and he unravels the chains around his face. He tries to look like Lulu in a glove compartment, saying, "Please stop punching me!" But you ignore it. and it doesn't frighten you.
I'm gonna move up and take the attack opportunity.
Right, the Hellhound is going to go rah and miss.
And I'm gonna attack the janky guy.
Please stop punching me, he says. That hits. And you're sticking with the rapier. Thunderous energy explodes out of him, and chunks of his flesh are ripped away. He's barely left standing. You can hear the hum of the thunder still kind of dancing on the surface of his body.
10. Then I'll bonus dash. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 60. Alright. Done.
The Hellhound is going to jump at. It'll chase you down, Alan dear. It'll chase you down, and it'll use its breath weapon on you. Make a dexterity save. Wow, 15-foot cone of fire. That's a success.
Oh, cool.
You
I got I have evasion, so I don't take anything.
Yep, you just jump straight out of the way of it, taking 0 damage. Hellhound ends there. Oops, I gave him the wrong marker. Okay, Balcurus, he expeditiously makes his way back to Crinjack. And it looks like they're going to just leave.
Oh, Jesus.
Nico.
Who attacked? It was Bargle. Good job, Bargle.
What? He has never done anything like this the entire campaign. This is his first time.
I figured Raven would do this.
It's never too late to do stupid things.
Well, the Cyberx is supposedly older than the Abyss, so perhaps Cyberx, the knowledge will be worth it.
I'm gonna call on the Jank.
Alright, you hit Jank, and Jank is dead. He's done for. His body hits the ground, his chains unravel from Bargle and Raven. He's done.
He's out of here. Get him out of here.
Trying to spread out for the fireball.
Fireball! Fetch Chatter
move.
says, cute! And he's going to...
Code cold, all those fun stuff.
Meteor swarm.
He's going to fly over here, like above the Spirit Guardians. He's going to maintain his height of 80 feet. And he's going to smile, and he's going to point his finger down at Zalcor.
No.
And you're going to just see a bolt of lightning shoot from his finger as he casts this spell. And he's upcasting it. And
attack spell?
No. This is a saving throw. The
chain lightning.
Yeah, chain lightning.
No.
He's going to hit you with that bolt, and then 3 bolts are going to arc away from you. One's going to hit Callan, one's going to hit Raven, and the other one's going to hit Bargle. Each of you make a dexterity save, and he is upcasting this.
Oh, Jesus.
I know that this spell doesn't... I'll have to roll the extra d6. It doesn't let you upcast. Oh, no, actually, it's extra target. That's right. That's why it doesn't do it. So...
Yeah.
Callan, luck.
It doesn't actually do extra damage, does it? Does not. Well, anyway, that's what he does. He's angry, so he explodes extra power upon you guys. Alright, Raven, you're hit for 43 lightning damage. Bargle, you are hit for 21 lightning damage. Zalcor, you're hit for 21 lightning damage. And Callan, reroll.
You only reroll a dexterity save or just a d20?
However you want it. Either way, it's the same.
Ooh.
And
Very lucky.
the lucky coin of Timora just like jolts up and smacks you in the face, basically. And you're hit for 43 lightning damage. And I guess Fetch Tatter will just explode the corpse of this devil for its insolence.
I'm done with this job anyway. You hear that? I quit! But not before I kill!
He yells out with his horn. And he ends his turn there. Raven, make a death saving throw. Success. Bargle.
5, 10, and I'm using my primary action to jam the one good berry into Raven's mouth that I have.
Okay. Raven, you open your eyes, your hairs are standing up on ends, and you just taste smoke in your mouth. And you're on 1 hit point.
Mine heal for 4.
20, 25, 30,
They heal for more?
and
4, because I'm a 1 level of life cleric.
It's only when you cast this expend the spell slot though.
We expended the spell slot to make the good berry.
He did not just expend a spell slot, so you don't get the life cleric healing.
I thought the life cleric that was for the life cleric healing of yourself, but the other one is the healing that was in there. I think it's even in the compendium. I'll look it up.
You can read, but I'm pretty sure it says when you expend the spell slot, you get that healing. But if it's different, let me know. But we'll do that later, though. You can look that up after the session. For now, it's 1 hit point. That's my understanding of it.
running back there, sword bolt at the hellhound
You're
to my right.
you're uncomfortably close.
Oh no, it's right. Action already
Yeah,
moved.
you're uncomfortably close
I
to
do
that
shit.
that Icor there, Bargle. You sure you want to stand there?
Maybe I'll stand. Let's see. What's there? I'll go there instead.
Okay.
And that doesn't. I fed the good berry, so I have no action. I'm done.
Yeah, you couldn't have taken an action. It's Alcor.
Oh. Didn't. Oh, made okay. I succeeded my concentration. Yeah, I'll just move the hand over to him and hit him one more time, I guess.
Okay, you chase him down and you bring the hand.
Get over here and die.
Hit. And poof, it continues pummeling him. Gah! You're done, he says, and he's looking bloodied now.
And let's see. Shit.
We're gonna have to think of something soon because we're gonna be ending this session shortly.
Oh shit, yeah. Didn't even know what time it was.
I might actually, you know what? I think we're gonna end it here because it's the start of a new round. But take your action and then we're gonna wrap it up for tonight 'cause it's getting late. But do take your action quickly.
Do another gravity sinkhole.
Okay. All right. Straight in the middle of the Arcana lock. And it succeeds again, and the force damage is still ripping it apart. You're slowly just beating this thing into returning it back to Gehenna. It's looking very badly injured.
Just die.
Alright, it's going to be still a bit of a lengthy fight. It looks like it's going to carry on a little bit longer. So we're going to wrap it up here for tonight because it's late. And then we'll end it at the end of your turn, Zalcor, if you want to move or whatever else. Go for it. And then we'll start it in combat next week on Shallock's turn. So, we shall continue then.
I see my doom in a week.
Well, Zalcor's got that Arcana Loft pretty damn beat. So if he keeps that up, it'll be banished. I'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
Sounds